What is up, everybody? Yes, patiently waiting. Sorry, I'm getting all my decks together. I'm so excited to be here. I'm not using my microphone because it does get in the way of, the Oracle cards and everything. I'm still at this small desk for now. And yes, Melissa Nicole, the only thing we're going to say about that tonight is if someone's a friend of the channel, we can time out them. If anyone comes in, take no prisoners, they get booted. That's it, because we're not playing games anymore. We are not here for that kind of stuff. Guys are so sweet. Lotus Girl towing to kneel. It's Gemma time. KC, it is. Sure is. Blue hair on, my fellow Jersey girl. We're planning on how we're going to take over the world. Rachel Rodriguez, so good to see you. Starlight, Melissa Nicole, keep an eye out, folks. Trolls be lurking. Mike J, behold, you made it. Brown Dwarf, greetings. Daryl Fawcett, so good to see you. Warren Floyd, what's up? It's Jack in the Box, my Widow Wink in the house. Widow Wink, I love you too. Oracles and Beyond, hey, Cassie. I saw you had my link pinned. I'm so sorry I didn't get a chance to drop in. You know, the little guy's been really sick, and now the medication's giving him stomach issues. This poor kid, he gets this severe congestion from going down the shore that he can't even breathe. He wakes up feeling better, and his entire right eye is swollen shut. The poor baby got poison ivy in his eye, which today it's healing. It's doing well, but the steroid is making him stomach sick. So prayers for my little buggy. Philadelphia Collins, yay, my favorite place. Me too. But yes, Cassie, I appreciated that so much. And you always share my videos, and I try to share yours whenever I see them. Thank you so much. Divine Diamond 1, welcome. Thanks, guys, so much. Seriously. Yes, take no troll prisoners. We eat trolls. You know, yeah, Lotus Girl Tones Neil, ouch. And it's so crazy because this kid, I could really learn a lesson from him. When I get a sniffle, I am like a drama queen, like everything about me. This kid is just Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky. He can barely eat or keep his head up because the medicine's making him so tired, and he's worried about, if I'm happy. Mommy, are you proud with me? Mommy, are you happy? I just want to make you happy, and I'm just like, oh my God, and I start crying because he's so sweet. And he's like, no, I didn't, the kid is amazing. Triple Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, July 13th, Friday the 13th, baby. So prayers for RJ. So here's what I'm going to do, guys, because I want to get started. Steve is working on something really important. We had a lot of stuff go on with the Gabby Petito update and with the Gabby Petito case, So I didn't mind taking over. I know you guys are here for Stemma. Steve is producing this. He's in the background, and he's going to come in a little bit later if you guys don't have an issue with that. It's not going to be me every week. It's just this is his busy time, and he's nice enough to produce it for me. So I'm going to write everyone down as best as I can in order. If you don't want a reading, okay, let me know when I call you. That's just the easiest for me. If that works for you guys, like if I call you and you don't want a reading, just be like, nope, I'm good, Gems, or whatever. And then we'll do it like that, because it's just so much easier for me that way. I don't think I had Steve put the decks in the description box, so I'm going to type them up real quick, and then we can get started. So give me a second to type the decks. And I have 2 more coming, but they won't be here until Friday. One tomorrow, the Dragon Fae, and then the other one is the Magic of the Mermaids, which is, I've been wanting this deck for so long. And again, if I'm not responding to you, it's not because I am ignoring you. It's because I'm writing things down. I'm talking, I'm, reading all this stuff. So, I'm here. I love you guys. Shadows and Lights, and I have Mystical Moments. A lot easier for me to type when I'm talking. I should learn that. Angels and Ancestors. But yes, I have 2 decks coming now, and I'm also going to order 2 more. And the Fairy Forest. I'm pretty sure everything I just put in is the decks that I have, guys. So let's see. I got Mike J, Brown Dwarf, Daryl, Jack, Lotus Girl Towing Seal, you have the cutest little laugh, Gemma. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the, I don't know if it's a super chat or a super sticker. I'm very new to this, but thank you very much. I just see CA, and again, I'm very new. So Hope Bus, there we go. Thank you so much. That's really cool. That's actually my first ever one. So very cool. Josephine, hi. Aunt Edna, welcome. Aunt Edna is everybody's Aunt Edna. Okay, we got Miss Claire. That's Daryl's mom. Welcome, Mama. Hope Wolf. We have so many wolves in here, no matter how you spell it. We always have Christian Wolf, Gray Wolf. Yeah. A lot of wolves. Blessed Autumn Equinox, by the way. Thank you, Mike J. I think I got everyone on the list. And again, if you don't want a reading, just let me know. I'm going to give you the first four. It's Lotus Girl, Casey, Blue Heron, and Rachel. I have the Halloween Oracle, Faerytale, Fairy Forest, Shapeshifter, Vampire, Shadows and Light, House of Night, Angels and Ancestors, and Mystical Moments. Just means Canadian dollars. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I'm so new to all of this. Everybody, my mom is in the chat. She is Mom. And my mom is going to go after Rachel. There's Miss Gray Wolf. How are you? This is cool. 10 likes, guys, 29 watching. Let's hit that like button. Okay, I will pick for you then, Lotus. I have been working very closely with the Forest Fairy deck. So let's do that. And we'll go with number 11. Because I feel like that's a good number for you. Divine Diamond, yeah, I just write down the list as best I can in order, and I'll call your name, and you can give me a deck and pick a number, or I can pick it for you. And I did list the decks. I forgot to put them in the description. But I'm getting out of order now, guys, so just bear with me. But they are in the chats. But I can always redo them, tell them to you. I mean, I have, like I said, 2 more coming. Rachel, just hold that thought, boo, because I'm never going to remember that, and I want to get started to write it down. Mom, I'm so glad to see you. Warren, so good to see my mom. If you remember last week, she wasn't feeling well. I've been working with this deck. This deck just calls to me. There are a few of them like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I work at least once a week in private and personal readings with each deck. But some of them, you know, I feel closer to. Sweetly Morbid Bear. Hi, Bear. Sweetly Morbid Bear. Sweetly Morbid Bear and I don't know. I'm friends with a lot of you females. I talk to you a lot outside of the live streams. We just, though, I mean, she's very psychic like I am. So we have these conversations about cases that are going on, which, you know, I would never put public because, you know, it's psychic stuff. It's speculation. And I wouldn't want to offend any of the families. But man, we always have the same, like, right on point ideas. Oh, thank you. And hey, Mom, you got one special girl here. We love Gemma. I love you guys, too. You totally make my whole week. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. You got card number 20, Lotus Girl, the Unseelie Queen. Beautiful card. The words can cut so deep, and those in power can be so cruel. They have resources and display their status with pride. They seem to lack all compassion and to care only for how they appear and how much they can control others. Because of their glamour, their wealth, their pride, they seem to hold all the power in the situation. Therefore, at this time, your self-esteem may have been substantially damaged. There may be harsh words spoken about or to you, and slowly over time, the toxic moments have woven together and cast a cloak of bitterness over your once hopeful heart. You feel wounded, resentful, and helpless. You may fear that if you confront this, you will be harmed, hurt, disempowered, blamed, or weakened. But you must honor your own point of view, value your own side of the story, and take necessary steps to protect yourself. You can prevail as long as you approach the situation with the belief that you utterly deserve respect and self-love. The Unseelie Queen is invested in how things look. She can manipulate public opinion and make others feel very insecure and unstable. Take this card to mean that you have a great challenge ahead of you to restore your own self-love, to become less vulnerable by those who seek to hurt and distort, to unapologetically present your case. You are a good person. You are strong too. Do not let yourself be harmed anymore. No longer. You may need to consider leaving an abusive relationship, be open to counseling from a trusted professional, and work on rebuilding your own confidence to where it once was, shining and true. You can do this and return from the abyss where you dwell now. Now, this is not necessarily saying that you are in a physically abusive relationship. We can be in abusive relationships with our bosses, our coworkers. Anybody could be abusive towards us. Lotus Girl, I'm noticing a pattern with your readings. That you are dealing with some kind of abusive or controlling situation, which you are, not sure how to deal with. And your self-esteem is taking a hit. But as I tell you every week, and I tell a lot of you, you need to step into your own power. Realize that a narcissist is a narcissist is a narcissist. They are not going to change. It took me so long to realize this. It's nothing that you did, and there's nothing that you can do. This is how narcissists behave. Okay, so what you need to do, step into your own power, refuse to accept it. If it's at all possible, cut the person off. If it's not possible, give them as little of your time, effort, and energy as possible. And that includes mental energy, thinking about that. I wrote on my Facebook, today I decided to forgive you, not because you apologized or even because you deserved it, but because my soul deserves peace. And that's what you need to do. That's what the universe wants you to do. So if you know anything about binaural beats or Reiki healing, if you have even 15 minutes a day, I would suggest doing that. I have to listen to the guided healing the inner child, the shadow work. I'll tell you guys about shadow work that I've been doing later in my sleep because I don't have the time to do it. I would do something like that if you have the money, of course, you can get a life coach or something like that. But I mean, like, who does that, right? I would love to be able to, not judging, just saying, like, I wish. Step into your own power, know that you know, and refuse to take anyone's crap anymore. We all have to stop being afraid of hurting other people's feelings because these people sure as heck are not worried about hurting ours. Okay. Miss KC. I did receive your comment. I haven't had a chance to get back yet, but thank you very much for the well wishes for myself and RJ. So just Casey, Blue Heron, Rachel, I did remember Mystical Moments number 9. So Casey, Blue Heron, then I'm going to do my mom. Going to pass. No problem, girl. Miss Blue Heron, watching, listening, and canning peaches, but thank you. Love it. Love it. We all just need to learn from our life's lessons and move forward. Hope Bus. Absolutely. For me, it's been a very long journey. And I got to tell you, with all the pain and suffering and agitation that I go through with one person on a daily basis, I have never been more strong. I have never known this power in me that I have. Like, I know I'll be good. I know I got this. I know I am good regardless. And I know that I had to go through all of this pain and heartbreak and personal tragedy kind of in order to be able to grow. I mean, I've learned so much about myself. They say you never know how strong you are until strong is your only option. And I definitely agree with that. I really do. Okay, Blue Heron, pick for you. We're going to do Wisdom of the House of Knights, and we're going to go with number 17. This is another. I mean, I love all of my decks. Definitely love all of my decks. I used to make canned stuffed jalapenos with my sister. And what else would she do? She would make pickles by canning the cucumbers. I don't know how she did it. I guess the brine. All right, Blue Heron. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Here's card number 17. You got Wishing. Card number 19. Choosing this symbol means you are at a wonderful juncture in your life where imagination and preparation can align with the web of power. My dear one, I hear your prayers, I know your heart, and I know what is for your highest good. Dreams do come true. Make sure your dream serves your highest purpose and does not take away from another. Be careful what you wish for. Remember the coins tossing in a wishing well. For every wish, there is a price to be paid. Are you ready to spend the time and energy that your granted wish will require? Now is the time your wish will be fulfilled. Total abundance. It's what I'm getting intuitively. Blessing, wish fulfillment. But, you know, you have to make sacrifices, as we all know. But I think what's going on here is this is going to be a wish beyond your wildest imagination and wish. Do you know what I'm saying? This is going to be so big and so incredibly life-changing that the energy it's going to take to achieve it, it's like, are you ready for it? You know, are you ready to put in the work and the effort to be able to accept this opportunity? That's what the universe is asking. And guys, how could you let me forget my little moon magic cards? I'm going to pull one real quick for Lotus Girl, then Blue Heron. Welcome, Christina Bell. I want to put you on the list, but you always leave before I can give you a call. Last week you were fourth, and I was like, she always leaves me. Lotus Girl, I invite peace within myself, and I ripple this outwards. You cannot make this stuff up. That's why I love these little cards. I'm getting a new deck of message, like little affirmation cards. It's called Fairy Dust. And Blue Heron, this is for you. I accept that here now is exactly where I am, and that is a place, and that it is a place of profound healing. Waxing Crescent number 2. I feel so organized right now. I wonder how long that's going to last. Okay, Rachel, Mystical Moments and card number 9. Let me just move my coffee over here. I'm shuffling the book in with the cards. That's how small they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Ooh, girl, you got card number 11, the Queen Bee. Card number 11, the Queen Bee. I'm trying to make it so there's no glare from my light, too. Strength, growth, and motherhood. Madame Queen Bee is big and strong, yet gentle and mothering. Her skirt is a flower tower, a home for bees that sustain our ecosystem. She gives strength, power, and life to her surroundings. She is Mother Nature. She is responsible for the tulips that send energy into the world and all that grows to know the beauty of each day. Her children are the children of the earth. She nurtures us all. So what I feel right now very strongly for you, Rachel, is divine protection. Whatever you are going through, you are going to get through with divine protection that is around you. Your ancestors, your spirit guides are all working double time because there's some situation in your life that's like you want so badly to change it, but you don't want to change it. And I think the reason you don't want to change it is due to fear. And what this card is saying is that, you know, kind of comparing your gifts to Mother Nature, you never know the vastness of your gifts unless you step outside of your comfort zone, right? It's not always comfortable out there in the rain, the sleet, the blizzards that leave us trapped, but we need to get out and we need to fulfill our destinies. So whatever this situation is, look how powerful you are, and you don't even know it. Okay, you need to make a decision about whatever this situation is once and for all. And just like I told the last person I read for, the energy it's going to take to accomplish this is going to be massive. But just know that what you're going to receive in return is going to be like a millionfold. You're strong, you're powerful, you're courageous, you're brave, you're Mother Nature. I can guide and lead others wisely and with love. Guiding, leading. You were meant to be a leader. Your soul destiny is being a leader. Courtney Hall, I will sure put you on the list. Just know, guys, there is a list. I do my best to go in order, but sometimes I'll look up and I'll miss somebody. So, hello, Lazarus. How are you? Oh, slow motion, no worries. We go here to like 11 Eastern, so. Oh, no worries, no worries. Everybody, please be kind, be respectful. We are all family here. Okay, Mom, do you want to be kind? I'll be leaving for a live Facebook event with some other friends. Will you have an amazing time, an amazing night? Be kind. I'm wearing your shirt tonight. Be kind. I love you, and hopefully we'll see you Friday night, or you can email me anytime. Mom, choose a deck. Halloween, Shapeshifter, Vampire. I always use the Angels and Ancestors for you, but you want to try the Vampire or the Fairy deck, Mom? And the next 4 after my mom are Starlight, Melissa Nicole, Mike J, and Brown Dwarf. So you guys don't tell me, but start thinking about setting your intention and thinking about which decks and cards you want. Yes, please hit that like. Daryl Fawcett, thank you so much. I don't know if my mom, she has trouble texting sometimes, or typing on her phone. So you pick for me. I was going to say, I'm just going to pick for her. And we're going to do the Shadows and Lights Oracle. And we're going to do card number 23. Slow motion, I already put you on. I put everyone on that came in that I saw. So when I call you, if you don't want a reading, that's perfectly fine. It's just easier for me to just write everyone down. Brown Dwarf Fairy deck. All right, remind me when I call you. All right, dearest. Let's go with card number 23. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, and 3. You got card number 36, Mend a Broken Heart Fairy, Healing from Heartache. And I opened right to it, which I always love when that happens. Darla, sure, I will put you on the list right away. All right, Mom. Mend a Broken Heart Fairy, card number 36, Healing from Heartache. Here she comes to gather up your heart's sore pieces and place a sweet bandage on the place that is most wounded. And this one tender gesture does more to heal you than could 1,000 years of therapy. It's time for small kindnesses to be received, for you to know that the little gifts of friendship and sweetness are the ones that will assist you most at this time. Allow yourself to be treated gently, to be attended to with kindness, and to be hugged. Allow yourself to accept that this is a time when you need to take good care of yourself. You are healing and on the mend, but do not undo her medicine by forcing yourself to hurry up and get over it. The Mend a Broken Heart Fairy speaks to you. You've been hurt, and this heart feels bruised to me. It may have been what is called a lover's quarrel or unrequited love. It may have been a breakup, and it may be that an adventure in love has turned harsh. But I am here to help you mend, and I will not let your broken heart bleed. I will wash by clearing, heal by balancing, and place the bandage over the wound by protecting, and send you the healing that means deep, restful sleep and peace return to you. I want you to take it easy on the path for now. Soon you will feel your vitality return, but for now, it's time for a rest. When you have heartache, it is important to treat yourself well. Take away from the flurry of shoulds you are so often confronted with. Why not take some time to snuggle on the couch with a favorite old movie and have a sniffle? Have a long, comforting bath, and be sure to make a promise to yourself to let close people who are worthy of your love. It is not about being bitter or guarded, but you are a sensitive and tender, sweet being, and some people are just, well, not. So now is the time for not the time for harshness. Soft blankets, sweet dreams, long baths, and a reduction of the harsh energy around you are best. Then the Mend a Broken Heart Fairy can fly in to soothe you. You will feel her presence, and she will lift the pain until all that is left is sweet, gentle wisdom. Okay, so this may not necessarily be about an actual love broken heart. This could be about just something coming to an end that, kind of hurts you in a way. something that you have to do to move forward, something that you've outgrown that, you know, yeah, it upsets you. And yeah, it's the end of a long road. It's something you've become so used to, whatever the situation is. You become so used to it, or the person. And you know, deep down in your heart, it's time to move on. And this is, again, going to take so much energy and effort and strength. And it could be making you physically ill just thinking about it. What this card is saying is you are being healed by the divine. And you should start relaxing a lot more, because it's saying that you're going to become physically ill if you continue to stress over the situation, or if you continue to constantly be near aggravating people, or in an aggravated state of mind. Don't let these people take up any more mental space. Know that whatever the situation, the relationship was with this person or this situation, that it was all for your soul's greatest good. You know, it's all for your soul's greatest good. You were meant to have to do all this for something else to grow from it. So there is a situation coming to an end, but not just yet. This card is saying, relax, take it easy. And when the time comes, the mend a broken heart fairy will surely let you know. All right. And your moon card is, I choose to take a higher perspective and widen my views. The moon god to yer ye, the rabbits on the moon. Starlight. Danielle, I'll put you right on. Brown dwarf, nice. Hey, Paradox, how's it going? Lazarus Project, thank you. I appreciate that. Mom, you're very, very welcome. I want to give you a full reading when I come to visit for Halloween. Darla's down. I got her. Yes, Starlight. I'm just waiting. Shadows and Light and 4. Okay. Chat goes by so fast sometimes. And then I feel like when I'm waiting for someone to answer me, it goes by super slow. Let's give it a good flick here. You guys, wait until you see the mermaid deck that I got. There's like 5 different mermaid decks, but this one was just, it's the same artwork as the Faerytale and the Shapeshifter deck by Lucy Cavendish. I love her artwork. Actually, this one too, the Shadows and Light, same artist, Jasmine Beckett Griffith, and same book author, Lucy Cavendish. They're just gorgeous. Ooh, Starlight. This is one of my favorite cards. I have like 5 or 6 favorite cards out of all my decks, and this is one of them. It is card number 26, and it is the 3 Fates. What comes around? It's happening again. Many of us have faced difficulty and troubled time in our lives. Sometimes the impact of a negative experience is so profound that it leaves us with, yes, Philadelphia, I got you, that it leaves us with physical, mental, and yes, spiritual residue for months, even years after the actual event. While you're still vibrating, as the 3 Fates put it, to the energy of a negative experience, you tend to repeatedly attract echoes of that same experience. So when you need to be alerted to that fact, the 3 Fates will enter, showing you that this is a karmic pattern that may need to be worked on, understood, and recreated in order to be free of its influence. You may feel... Sorry, I lost my page. That there are others in charge of your fate, that they are threading the needle, weaving the patterns of the tapestry of your life, even choosing what ends and what begins. When you feel the fate has interceded and that you are not so much in control of your life, but in control of your reaction to what happens in your life, then you are beginning to work with intelligence, maturity, and understanding. With the energies of destiny, fate, and fortune, the 3 Fates depicted so beautifully here, with their ever-turning wheel of karma, understand that it turns and turns, as your life will, through its many themes again and again. When you receive this card in a reading, and most especially if she leaps out to greet you, you will know an old pattern has circled around once again. The 3 Fates speak. Here it is again, that situation, that person, this lesson that you have yet to learn and that you may spend a lifelong learning. It seems you need another cosmic reminder of something that needs to be cleared and mastered. Letting go is this moment's very important lesson for you to learn. We are not suggesting forgetting this lesson, because where's the wisdom in that? We are suggesting that you move on and learn and actively replace this experience with completely different versions of the same theme. No more repeats. This is the opportunity to try something different and see what magic takes place when you vary the approach. You must reconnect with the opportunities you have. Staying attached to old patterns will simply make them come round again, like a thread being spun on our wheel. Learn and be released from this part of the pattern that feels like unjust fate. You may have been enjoying your own life's reruns lately, wallowing through the memories and feeling sad, bittersweet, and nostalgic about the good old days, whenever they were exactly. You know what? It's fine to muse on the past. Your memories are precious and do need to be tended. But it's quite another thing altogether to be filled with regret, wishing you'd done things differently. Life is a constant do-over. You get a fresh chance every second you are alive. So stop beating yourself up. You have an opportunity to heal, to clear, to no longer feel sad about the same thing anymore. You can do things differently. You are not a prisoner of how they have always been done. What you have done, even if you judge it to be a mistake, can be reworked and learned from. That is the wisdom. You're not so alone. We all have karmic lessons, themes, stories to seem to repeat. Learn from this. Be aware of what is taking place as a fateful encounter to master your life. If you take this approach, you'll be all the richer for learning, wise, free, and able to help others too. I think our theme of the night is, I was going to say Grey Wolf. I'll just do you next. That way you get one. I think our theme of the night is letting go and not letting people or things take up negative space in our head, in our minds, in our brains, whatever, right? Yes, Groundhog Day. It's like, the same, for example, the same relationship, but with a different man, the same abusive relationship, the same condescending, powerless relationship, but with, the man has a different face or name. I mean, that's been my life, right? But what this is saying is, even if it's like, oh crap, here I am again in the same flippant situation. And, how could I let this happen? How could I have let this happen again? Don't think that. Just think, okay, this time it's going to be different. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to get out of the situation sooner. I'm going to stand up for myself more. Whatever the case may be, whatever the situation may be, if it's in business, calling someone out because, someone's cheating you or taking advantage of you, friends that are using you, taking advantage of you, people you're enabling, all of this negative toxicity and vampiric energy that's coming through in your life. And it seems over and over again. And that's because because each time you have a chance to do something different so you can stop regretting the mistakes of your past. I want to bring up the shadow work again. I've been, and this is going to sound totally cray-cray, interviewing the parts of myself that I know have been traumatized and damaged. I'm interviewing 8-year-old Gemma. I'm interviewing 5 years ago drug addict Gemma. And I sit there and I set a chair for them and I sit across from them in the chair and I ask them why they're not allowing me to move on. And I listen to, my own voice in my head, just kind of confronting the traumas I've been through instead of burying them away. And I've got to tell you guys, as angry as I've gotten in the past couple of days, it's been this like calm anger I've never felt before, where like, I just can't react to it. I just know in my head a solution. And that's what I keep thinking, that maybe you need to look up. You don't have to do shadow work like that. There's 100 different ways to do it. Look up a way to do maybe some shadow light so you can heal, get some soul healing going on, right? And kind of know that in your head that you're going to do things differently this time, and make sure that you actually follow through. Hey, Layla Gaz, MCAT Paranormal, what's up? And your moon card, Starlight, is waiting. Give us 6. I gather more wisdom every day. And that's so true. Every day, every time you go through something, you are gathering more wisdom on how to do it right the next time. So I'm going to do Melissa Nicole, and then I'm going to go for a quick potty break as long as Steve's around. So, hey, Mel Nicole, as I have you written down here. Thank you, Lazarus Project. Gemma is getting her vibe on. Divine Diamond 1, do you mean what I just said with the interviewing, hope bus. If things keep happening over and over, it's because we're not learning our life's lesson. Truly learn from them, let go of the emotions tied to the story of the lesson and move forward. So, so, so true. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what, Melissa Nicole, hold that thought. I want to do Grey Wolf real quick because she keeps getting kicked off and I don't want her to miss her reading. So Grey Wolf, if you have a deck and a number, just let me know. Daryl Fawcett, and you know what? I feel like I'm like on the umpteenth time of this same exact personal situation in my life. But this time I know exactly what I've been doing wrong. And it's like it came out of nowhere. I just woke up one day and started doing things different. I started reacting different. I started being different and genuinely being that way, not just for a day. And it was hard, trust me. But now I'm like, man, I can't wait for the next phase. I can't wait to learn these lessons now. Melissa Nicole or Grey Wolf, whichever one of you responds first is who I'm going to read, because I don't want Grey Wolf to miss her opportunity. Oh, thank you, Slow Motion. You are so strong, Gemma. You are as cool as my sisters. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm way cooler than my sisters. Brown Dwarf says, potty break. I have to use an outhouse sometime. Not this chick. Wasn't I talking last week about glamping? That would be the only way I'd go camping is if I could glamp. Now you can teach me how to do that, Gemma. Daryl Fawcett, email me. I totally will. What happened in me first was something snapped, and I think I had like a mini nervous breakdown, and then my mind just never went back. Yeah, I'm going to do that, guys. I'm going to run to the little girls' room, and I'm looking for Melissa Nicole, Grey Wolf, Mike J, and Brown Dwarf. I will be right back. Da-da-da, da-da-da. What is that? The Price is Right? Da-da-da, da-da-da. Okay, I'm done. Ouch. I hit my funny bone. I have to say, I love the energy from this group, Divine Diamond. We are all a family here. We welcome everybody. We are kind. We are kind to everyone. My mom said that, and it made me feel so proud to be a part of this group, because my mom was like, nobody even has ever met each other. And we're also like, how are you doing? How was your day? We talk, and we're just really sweet. And welcome. Yeah, I'm okay. I hit my wrist, but I feel like I hit my funny bone because I was laughing. Okay, so I'm looking for Melissa Nicole or Grey Wolf. I'm going to come back to them if they don't answer me. I know. I'm like, why do I have to pee so loud? Thank goodness. I'm like so insecure when I have to pee when I'm on here. I could already see the comments like, ew, Gemma. Mike J, what's up with you? Which deck, which number? I know Melissa Nicole didn't leave. She'll be back. And Grey Wolf was having issues with her computer. That's why I jumped her. Could you imagine watching your favorite TV show when the host says, okay, potty break time? I know. I'm so sorry, guys. That's usually why Steve's here, but he's working on something really important right now. So I'm going to go through the decks again. I got the Vampire deck, the Halloween Oracle, the Faerytale Oracle, Oracle of the Shapeshifters, Oracle of Shadows and Light, the Fairy Forest Oracle, Wisdom of the House of Night, Angels and Ancestors, and the Oracle of Mystical Moments. Hit the other one. Bam. Bad luck not to. Okay. Mike J. And then Brown Dwarf. I know you told me Brown Dwarf, but tell me again. I'll write it down. I think I might be on a lag. Because I know Grey Wolf, Melissa Nicole, and Mike J didn't leave. Oh, thank you so much. That's my good side. Mm-hmm. Melissa Nicole. She's a friend of mine, too. He should have had Mulder take over for the potty breaks. I bet he would. You want the fairies. I might just jump you because nobody else is answering me. You want the fairy forest. And what number again? I love you guys so much. This is like the highlight of my week. Sunday filming. and then this. Layla and Gaz. Oh, hey, what's up? Lisa, Dylan. I've had a really busy day. Chilling now to your show. It's amazing. It's late in the UK. Yeah, definitely. Slow motion. I thought you were going to wear a wig. I have some wigs and I was thinking about bringing them back. I feel very comfortable in them. I just like being different sometimes and I can't go blonde. So I'll wear a blonde wig and I have a wig coming that's black on top, like black roots and then like silver on the bottom and it's super long. I got a lot of poop for wearing my wigs. I was called cocky and conceited and all types of things, but you know what? I'm going to wear them. This is my show. We're all family here. I don't think I'm going to wear them during my videos anymore, but I think for the live streams, if I feel like throwing a wig on, like today, I'm having a bad hair day and I wanted to wear my pretty blonde layered wig with the highlights, but I was like, yeah, but this isn't MP&M. This is my channel and I get a lot more love on my channel. MP&M, they're like, you're destroying the show, loser, get off the screen. They're just like horrible. Poop. All right, Mike J, you're next because I took Brown Dwarf. So let me know. Card and number, deck and number, I mean. All right, Brown Dwarf, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know Slow Motion wants the Halloween Oracle number 7. I know that. I remembered this week. Seventh son of a seventh son or something like that. I remember. You got Bliss, which is a card I've never pulled before. It's card number 42, and it's contentment, satisfaction, and security. Josephine, yes, you're a little bit further away, but I can write that down. Sure, why not? Shapeshifter 13. Okay. So, Brown Dwarf, Bliss, contentment, satisfaction, and security. You are contented, relaxed, and serene. This is no time of complacency, but of true abiding happiness, loving relationships, supportive friendships, meaningful work, and a flowing joy. You are secure, safe, and well, and this bliss has mature, healthy roots and branches. It will endure. Your questions and searching, your pain and crisis, they are in the past. It is now time to be of service in the name of love, to send out love and contentment, to be a living embodiment of the beauty that life can be. You may fear some will be jealous or envious, and so you have been quiet about your joy. But if you share with a loving, secure, and sound heart and send this love out into the wider world, your contentment can only be maintained and deepened. You are the person who proves that bliss is no dream. It can happen. The more you give, the more you will benefit. This being coming forward to speak with you signifies that which many of us live for: close family ties, children, a pregnancy, material satisfaction, stability, happiness, and long-term satisfaction and success. All you must do is radiate out this energy and be grateful. This is not to say there will never be challenges. They will come, but so again will bliss. Embrace it. So you may be at a really good point in your life or coming into a really good point in your life where you're just content, you know? I don't know why I put the card away. And you're feeling pretty good about some things. And like I said, if you're not feeling it right now, you definitely will be in the very near future. And what this card is saying is be sure to put a cookie in the karmic cookie jar. Give back. Let people know how you've come to be this way. Were you working on yourself? Did it kind of just fall into your lap? Share your story, your testimony. Everybody has one. Enjoy this time of relaxation and peace, because we all know these times don't last very long. If you are having problems right now, I want to reiterate, this may not be the card for you right this minute, but please know that you're on the right path. Fate has stepped in, karma is coming back around, and you are going to have, at least for the next week, a very relaxing and mentally relaxing time. But make sure you give back. Make sure you pick up your phone if somebody's calling you because they're depressed or need a shoulder to lean on or an ear to listen. I know myself deeply and find myself worthy. The eclipse. Mike J, number 5. I did not see the deck. Halloween deck number 5. Cool. I actually have really good energy with the Halloween deck as well. You know, like I said, most of my decks I really try to connect with. I sleep with them under my pillow. I do crystal saging, try to make them more accurate, especially when I give my private readings, because aside from my patrons, most of the time, and it's not mandatory, someone will give me a donation, and I want to make sure if someone's paying for something, they're getting something out of it, you know? Oh, well, that card flew out. That was the Hearth card. That was weird. That literally popped right out. Okay, you have the Skull of Darkness, Mike J. And that is, these cards aren't numbered, actually. Skull of Darkness, and that means blind spots. We may not wish to delve there, the shadows, the darkness, the unknown, yet when we search, we reveal, and our power, it has grown. The beautiful and mysterious Skull of Darkness encourages us to look to the part of ourselves that normally remains hidden or as unseen as possible. We may not appreciate or like certain aspects of ourselves, and yet sometimes our greatest treasures lie within these areas. How many times have you heard of famous artists or people extremely successful in their fields being bullied for being so different? Yet it is their very differences from others that make them so powerful. Additionally, all of us at some stage in our life have certain blind spots that may cause us grief and trouble. Although we cannot see the issue clearly, it is the repeated patterns of pain that may alert us to them, symptoms, if you will. For example, the same things keep happening over and over again. We may be betrayed repeatedly, fail at something repeatedly, not complete tasks continually. Peace and pattern breaking can be achieved by doing the work and uncovering our blind spot, or even consulting trusted friends or professionals to assist us to see what we cannot. Another running theme tonight is breaking old patterns, getting out of these negative situations and really growing, stepping into our power, working on ourselves. And that's a really hard thing to do, because in order to work on yourself, you have to see your own flaws. And it can be hard to face, like with me, maybe some narcissism or, obsessive compulsive with always having to be right, prideful. I knew I was very prideful and unapologetic. So I make it a point to say I'm sorry, even to a person who never apologizes to me, who, when I apologize, the person is like, well, you should be sorry, but I still apologize when I'm wrong. It kind of accepting responsibility for our flaws. So Mike, I think what this is saying is to keep your side of the street clean, no matter what situation you're in. make sure that you go about things the right way. Like if someone steals from you, get your stuff back by calling the police, not by, robbing them. Or if someone hits you, kind of turn the other cheek and do what you need to do, but don't hit them back. Responding and not reacting is what I'm getting intuitively. And I know a lot of the time my intuition is different from what the card says, but I promise you it's coming from spirit, not me. So watch how you respond in certain situations that you're not reacting. And out of the clear blue sky, I am getting manipulation. Someone is trying to keep you in this constant state of kind of karmic poop, right? Just this constant betrayal, or this constant misunderstandings, or this constant being used. Someone is purposely trying to keep you there. So this might be some kind of toxic or abusive relationship or situation that you're in. Keep your side of the street clean. Do not stoop to their level. That is the main thing I'm getting. Do not let them bring you down. Be bigger, be better like you are. You've got the blue moon. I enjoy the serendipity of life. The unexpected can be wonderful. And life is very serendipitous indeed. We are on Daryl, Jack, Hope, Bus, and Cassie. So Daryl Fawcett. And I'll come back to my girls if I see them pop in. You're very, very welcome. Everybody, thank you so much for letting me read for you. Guys, you are so cute. You're taking out your dog, you're canning peaches, you're doing laundry. Domestic duties, Hope Wolf. Exactly. That feels really good because I do that stuff and listen to my favorite YouTubers. I listen to Missing Persons and Mysteries, and I used to listen a lot to John Crimes. Who else do I really listen to? Mainly Minnow Pond Tarot, Allie Tarot. Those two I really like. So Daryl, what deck do I recommend? Honestly, the Fairy Forest, the Shadows and Light. We can bang open the Shapeshifter. I haven't used Vampire or Faerytale yet. Let me think for a minute. I'm going to go with Shapeshifter for you, Daryl. Let's go with the Shapeshifter deck. And Miss Claire, don't worry. You are up very, very soon. I forgot to jump you. The moms in the group always get skipped to the beginning. Okay, Cassie, I figured you were going to say that, but I just wanted to make sure. So it's going to be Daryl, Jack, if he's still here, Hope Bus, and Miss Claire. So Daryl, pick a number. Just put the baby to bed. Number 5. Cool. I was going to say that. Awesome. Jump you. Skip. Skip them to the head of the line. I just wrote a story that I'm releasing to my patrons and probably publicly to for Paranormal Magazine. I think it's called Paranormal Press. But I don't even know the name of this magazine. I think it's either Paranormal Magazine or Paranormal Press. It's very new. And the name of the story was Claire, actually. It was a true story about an encounter with a demon disguising itself as a child that happened to me when I moved, when my parents first got divorced, and I moved in with my dad in Clifton. And we lived in this big pink house. And man, that apartment was... I'll eventually release it. Wolf is my maiden name, and I know this will sound cheesy, but I truly love being a wolf. When I went to high school, one of my best friends, and she's still a Facebook friend to this day. We don't hang out or anything, but her name was Chrissy Wolf, and she had a brother, Eric. And she was really like, I was always like in my head, like, why is this really cool, really beautiful girl friends with me? Like, I'm such a dork. She was that friend. Like, I couldn't believe she was my best friend at this point. Guys, I was a tomboy. I didn't wear makeup. I wore boys' clothes and shoes. It was like people were lucky if I brushed my hair up until I was like 14 years old. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. A loyal guardian, a magical protector is there for you. Card number 33. About a loyal guardian. This sweet fairy being holds within her arms a fierce, loyal, and very strong Rottweiler who will keep all predators and bullies at bay. He is unwaveringly devoted to protecting his fairy friend and to protecting you. The loyal guardian is so powerful that he is unable to be hurt, and he will stand guard and watch, growl at, fight, and even kill any who attempt to harm you at this phase in your life. This card is the sign of a fierce protective magic surrounding you or another one with you who is fragile. Those who need protection are like newborns. They may have been bullied or hurt, picked on and teased to a point where they feel it is better to be ignored and left alone than to be noticed and hurt again and again. When this card makes an appearance, those with unjust desires or intentions toward you or a vulnerable person you know well will be warned off before they have a chance to come too close. You are so very protected at this time. Have no fear. A loyal guardian speaks to you. You've been bullied, and at this time you are more vulnerable than ever before. You are like a young child, a baby, and you are fragile. I say this not to alarm you or to instill in you a belief in weakness, for you will grow strong in time. But for now, I will protect you and allow you to be yourself, your true self, without fear. Think of yourself as a newborn. Babies are at their most vulnerable after transitioning from the sea of the womb to the world of breath and air. You are making a huge change, and this makes you vulnerable. When you are rebirthing, changing your life, you need mentors and strong, calm guardians to assist you in moving into a world that seems full of danger. With my steadfast, calm confidence, you will be safe. You can face the changes and the threats without becoming overwhelmed or rushing back to a familiar, less sensitive state because it seems safe to do so. You need guidance, protection, and companionship from those whose senses are refined, honed, and blade sharp, and who are fearless in their use. At this time, you must have protection, a guide to show you the way, a powerful being to watch over you, to look out for you while you reform and regroup. Your guide is the equivalent of a watchtower staffed by a vigilant warrior, assuring you that you can do what must be done in safety and peace, and that you will be well informed of possible changes, dangers, or threats coming toward you. As this protector, I will growl fiercely at any who might harm you, and I know that as you grow, you will teach the young ones the truth. That magical protection is sometimes necessary and always available. You will have with you energetically at this time a very protective guardian. There may be some new people or situations in your life that make you feel threatened, uncertain, and uncomfortable. This wariness has been noted, and the shapeshifter in the form of a large, devoted, and very powerful companion will be at your side, sniffing out danger, sounding an alarm at any threat, even readying to fight for you should it come to that. If there has been bullying or behavior that has intimidated you, you have someone on your side who will not let you down and who will not let you face this alone. Okay, so being vulnerable, right? Maybe we've all been bullied. Maybe there is something going on in your life right now that is akin to bullying, like you feel manipulated or you feel taken advantage of, taken for granted. And no matter what you say, no matter how you try to explain yourself in this situation or to this person, it just still keeps happening. It feels like maybe there's no way out. This card is telling you that you pulled it, and now you have the divine protection of the loyal guardian in the form of a Rottweiler or whatever you envision in your mind. And this is telling you that you can step into your power. You can have no fear because you are divinely protected at this time. So this is the time to start clearing stuff out, right? This is the time where you don't have to be on your guard so much. This is a time where it's kind of like spring cleaning. I think I talked about this last week when I pulled the mildew mermaid or whatever it was. It's time to start clearing things out like you would do with spring cleaning. It's time to do that with people and situations in your life that are no longer serving you. Waiting for the right moment, there never will be a right moment. So the moment is now for you to act, move, get rid of people that are no longer serving you. And I was going to say, without even looking at the chat, but you just said it and I saw it right in front of me, maybe it's time to think about getting an actual guard dog, because there might be something coming in your future where you're going to really need one. And I'm getting that intuitively. So I would, if it's at all possible, get a guard dog. Your moon card says, I will persist. My will is strong. The waxing gibbous 4. Next, we have, it's Jack in the Box. I haven't seen him, so I don't know if he's still in here. Hope Bus. Angela, welcome. Of course, you're on the list. Hope you're doing well. Mildew Mermaid. It did sound really bad, but it was actually a really really cute card. It basically said, like, sometimes we need mold and mildew and all that stuff to build up because it's healing. I don't remember exactly how it was worded in the book, but it was really cool. All the scraps, welcome. Having a hard time finding open shelters. No, I put you on the list, and then when I call your name, if you don't want a reading, you just let me know. But you are at the end of the list, just so you know. I go to like 11 p.m. Eastern time if I have to. Okay, it's Jack in the Box obviously left us. He probably texted me and told me why, but I don't look at my phone. My focus is on you all. Hope Bus. If you Oracle cards. I think you missed a word there. Angela, thank you so much. You look so pretty today. I really appreciate you. So the decks again are Halloween Oracle, Vampire Oracle, Faerytale Oracle, Wisdom of the House of Night, Shapeshifter Oracle, Fairy Forest Oracle, Angels and Ancestors, Oracle of Mystical Moments, and I think I'm missing one, but no, I think I got them all actually. So Hope Bus, a number and a deck, please. And the next four are Miss Claire, Hope Wolf, Warren, if he's still in here, and Aunt Edna. I do have, these are all Oracle cards. Oh, Faerytale. I'm sorry. I'm so confused because I only see like little scraps of the chat because I'm doing this. So sorry. Okay, so we'll go with the number. What do you guys want? 18. Miss Claire, okay. Got it. Oh, okay. I got the fairy deck out for you. That one was kind of calling to me for you this entire time anyway, so I'm kind of glad that we ended up with that. Angela, just wait until I get to you, boo. Is that a pink pen? The trolls will go wild. Yes, it is. I have all different colors, and it's a gel pen too, so it's called Crystal. Keep trolling, 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 trolling. Come on, keep trolling, trolling, trolling. What? Now I know y'all be loving this ish right here. GMMA. Okay, let me stop. All right. Let's count them out. The Weaver, card number 25. I love this card too. Notorious GEM. Fate, destiny, weird. You have inherited aspects of your family's honor and weird. The actions of your ancestors have had a ripple effect on your life, and you have worked through some of this impact with strength and nobility. There may be more work to do yet. You have free will, and you also have a destiny, and the two dance together and form a pattern that is unique to you. And this is your contribution to the web of weird. Every action has an impact. Every choice will create results that are impossible to see now. So consider the choices before you and choose what is for the highest good of all, what is most honorable and beyond the personal. Ask no person to give up their personal honor to further your own ambitions. Consider the impact of your choices into the future and consider the ancestors and what they would feel about your choices. You shall now choose well, for you are weaving the world that was, weaving the present moment, and weaving the world that shall be. What happens to one of us in our country, town, family happens to us all. Every act vibrates throughout this universe and on this great energetic web, and we are in every moment, with every word and thought and deed, contributing to this great grid of energy. And it gives the definition for WYRD, weird. Weird is an ancient magical philosophy where it is also the root of the modern word weird. And it is both personal and global, and perhaps even beyond that, it is galactic. Every single thing in the world, seen and unseen, is connected and can have influence one on the other in an infinite series of variations and patterns. Your choices and actions, your thoughts and words are important. They have impact, they have meaning, and they are the part of the creation of the world our children will inherit. So what this is saying is make clear choices, make good choices. Know that just because you are going against the grain and going against what is normal in your choices and decisions for your life, that doesn't mean you're not making the right choices. That means you're making the right choices for you. Weird is telling you, or the Weaver is telling you, that right now, all of your actions, just like all of our actions on a daily basis, but even more so right now for you, your actions are going to have either positive or negative effects on the people who look up to you. There are people, I don't know what you do for a living. There are people right now that are looking up to you, that are looking to you for answers. And you're going to have every opportunity to give the answer that's going to best further your agenda. Or you can take the harder way and give the answer that is the truth, and that may take a little bit more time for you to get to where you want to go. Be smart, be brave, be courageous, go against the grain. We are the weirdos, mister. That's the motto of this entire stream here, our little tribe, right? We are the weirdos. So be confident in yourself. Don't let anyone get you down, okay? And make the right decision. You may be tempted this week, and I'm getting this intuitively, to, again, make a decision that's only going to benefit you and further your agenda. Maybe not even purposely. Really stop and sit and think about all of the decisions you make this week before you make them. There may be someone watching to see what you do who really looks up to you. And we can talk really quickly about the Mercury retrograde coming on the 26th or the 27th, depending on where you live, through October 17th. We're in the shadow energy of that right now. All right. So technological breakdowns, arguments with siblings and family members, miscommunications. Do not sign any kind of important paperwork or documents. Oh, look, I got my one dislike. Hey, Carol and Ryan, have a few more drinks for me. Your moon card says, I shine my light outwards for all to see. The moon goddess, Diana. Miss Claire said, shadows and light, number 10. And next, we're going to have Hope, Wolf, and Warren. Hey, Black Dragon. Hey, my Nikki. Ivy Gold, what's up, girl? Nick, I'm going to bump you up a little bit because I know that you can't stay very long. Sarah Silva, welcome. Anyone else who came in who I did not see? Yes, hashtag kind mafia. I know, I'm waiting for Steve and my friend Jack to get started on merch. I would do it, but I don't know. Guys, I am so technologically, just honestly dumb. All right. I can barely work the computer to get on YouTube. So I need their help, but they're both so very busy right now. We have so much merch ideas, especially for these streams that we do. The Be Kind Mafia. I love it. Hashtag Be Kind. Ivy Gold, a new addition to our tribe who everyone just accepted, right off the bat. And girl, let me tell you, you did your thing the other night in that Gabby Petito rest in peace stream. Oh my goodness. You were like no holds barred. I just gave you your wrench. Steve is working on something very, very important right now. Ivy Goals, can you please email me? That would be amazing. Tony the Rock Fam's welcome. Are you at work? All right, Miss Claire. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woohoo! I love this deck. I don't know why I don't use it more often. You got card number 9, the Witchy Sisters, Power of 3. These three These 3 witchy sisters are triplets, and they go everywhere together. Each one of them works with the others to keep their magical knowledge strong and very grounded. And very simple too. Their hats are designed to connect them to celestial knowledge, all that is said to be above. And when they take them off, they connect to the earth, what is said to be below. They are very, very good at sensing what sort of energy is about. And they often visit people who know that something isn't quite right, but they just can't work out what it is. These sisters are like spooky antennae and use their powerful psychic skills to work out what's really happening. Once they can identify the energy issue, they can then work on an antidote and share the right action with you. Because for every problem that exists, the world of magic provides a solution. When your powers are focused in this threefold way, you create a powerful energy shift in the world around you, and your world, as a result of the consciousness you choose to create, will change. The three witchy sisters speak. We can sense around you some strange energy, and we three are tuning in so we can identify and explain to you what is happening in a wave of three, very clearly, very simply, and without any fear at all. Because this problem may not even be a problem, it is simply something you don't understand yet. Let us come in, let us help you, and we will soon share exactly what it is. But you must help us by being aware, awake, and alert to what is around you. Something that has just happened will happen twice, then 3 times. Something that has already happened twice will happen 1 more time. And something that has happened 3 times is now complete, finished. Farewell finally by the 3 who are in charge of these strands of fate that repeat in 3s till the lesson is learned. Guys, are you seeing a pattern here? With things repeating, with life choices that are affecting our soul's greatest good, our soul's future. Gemma, people want to help you. Thanks, Ivy. Yes, Ivy, that would be amazing. Email me, please. I have so many ideas. If you can help me, of course, once the merch money starts coming in, I will pay you. Okay, so back to Miss Claire. This is saying that be alert. Don't let anyone slip anything by you. Okay, like, I'm just trying to listen to what they're saying. Don't be anyone's puppet. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not seeing and hearing exactly. Like that song by Shaggy, It Wasn't Me. I don't know if you know that song, but it's like it's ridiculously obvious that it was him, but he's just going to lie right in her face. I feel like that's what's happening to you, and it's continuously happening. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be in business, familial. It could be a friendship. Somebody is taking you for granted and using you, and they're continuously doing it. And you've confronted them about it before, but they're just like, nope, wasn't me. And the 3 witchy sisters are telling you that now is the time to finally confront them. 3rd time's the charm, 3 strikes and you're out, however you want to take it. Put up with this no more. Don't close your eyes to it. Don't put on the rose-colored glasses that we talked about last week. It's time to start cleaning house. Stop letting people abuse, misuse, manipulate, and mistreat you. Because there are people that are doing that. Okay? And your moon card says, I flow towards my goal. I am strongly protected as I go. The waning crescent 2. Okay. We got Hope, Wolf, Warren, and Edna, and Miss Josephine. My favorite saying wasn't me. Allegedly. I'm only here to establish an alibi. Do you guys see that meme? I love it. And it's like, I don't like to make plans because then the word premeditated gets thrown around in the courtroom. Is Hope Wolf still here, or I just put Warren? I know there was more to that. And then I'm going to do Nick Y because he does leave early, and Edna and Josephine. We're moving really fast, guys. So if you, there's not really going to be a long wait. You're very welcome, Miss Claire. Hope Wolf, Shadows and Light, number 4. Cool. And guys, again, thank you. I don't say it individually, but thank you so much for allowing me to read for you and giving me this opportunity to grow in my psychicness, in my psychic strength, because these readings really help me. That's why when Steve's like, I can't make it again, I was like, listen, I'm getting so much clearer messages from Spirit now. It doesn't take as long for me to decipher. Like if you got a video, a personal reading from me back in, say, August, there would be like 5 edits because it's me just sitting there like trying to connect what Spirit's saying to me and get it out. Now there might be an edit or 2 because, I burped or got up to go pee. But it is helping helping me very much. Ivy Gold, thank you. I will definitely check that as soon as I have a chance, hopefully tonight. You guys are, that's what I mean. You guys are so amazing. You can drop, if Cassie, if you're still in here, somebody can feel free to drop oracles and beyond. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Okay. Ooh, Nikki Freaky just got to the room. Fire trucks were outside and the clock alarm just went off. Roll. All right. Ooh. Hope Wolf, you got card number 40, and it is the Angel of Time, and she says you are working too hard. Heavy Gold, you can drop yours too. That's okay. The Angel of Time looks very fierce and stern, and that's because you need to hear her message. You see, if she appeared to you in a soft guise, it would be too easy for you to overlook her message and just continue on as if she had never visited. The truth is that you are forcing yourself beyond your energetic limits at this time, working too hard, self-loving, and connecting with the universe way too little. So she has appeared to remind you of what it is you are turning your world into, one big machine where you are one cog in it. You are important, soulful, beloved being, but the world of work is not going to end if you step away from its mechanism for a little while. It is time, she says, for a timeout. Will you listen to her? The Angel of Time speaks to you. I'm getting straight to the point here because someone really has to tell you. Stop giving so much to your work, all your time, your energy, your passion. Take better care of your health. This is the time to fulfill all those promises you've made to yourself, but barely even made the effort to keep. Meditate, eat well, take up gentle exercise, and change unhealthy emotional patterns that are compromising your well-being. These are the challenges you need to set yourself. Gaze into a candle's flame, write down one true thing you love about all of your friends, and pay close attention to all the messages your body sends you. Then make the changes you know it needs. I thank you in advance, for a happy you makes the world a far better place. This time for a break from mechanical, technical work is needed. Please take breaks from electronic devices like computers, cell phones, and even iPods, clocks, and watches. It is time to simply rest in nature's embrace. Swim in the ocean, float in a lake, walk in a forest, meditate in a cave, camping, hiking, gardening. These would be of most benefit at this time. It's time to unwind the tightly coiled springs and detach from the mechanics of the deadlines and immerse yourself in nature's time and truth. The Angel of Time tells you to do this right now. Okay, working too hard. This is a card of physical manual work, but also of emotional work, having to put up with people and their drama and their mess, right? This is also saying, which I was just talking about when I was saying about the Mercury retrograde, it's like we need to try as best as we can. I don't know how in the world I'm going to do this. I'm just going to have a breakdown. I can see it. No, I don't want to put that out there. Not manifesting a breakdown. But maybe try to take a day, if you can, without going online, without watching television. Go for a walk. Be very careful when you walk in nature, though. We all know how that ends up sometimes. Look into a candle flame and write down things you love. Or what I normally do with the candles is I'll light one for each person that I'm having a feeling about. So like one for my husband, one for my boss, whatever, and I stare into it, and all messages will come to me about what I need to do to kind of clear the energy out in those situations with those people. So what I would do, and what the universe wants you to do, like right now, maybe not now because you want to finish the stream, but is take a break from tech, and you're working way too hard. Maybe take a day off. If you can't take a day off, find ways to do like a 5-minute meditation at your office, or as long as you don't drive for a living, on your lunch break. Close your eyes and just do some deep breathing. You need to listen to your body. You could become physically ill if you're not listening to what your body is trying to tell you. And remember, your body and mind are one. So if you're getting these random messages like, I need to eat better, that's not random. That's the universe. That's spirit. That's your guardian angels and your ancestors and your spirit guides telling you you need to eat better. And they're telling you this for a reason, because they can see what's next, right? Your moon card. Says, I am courageous and powerful, waxing gibbous too. And this is my favorite picture on the moon card. Look at that lion. It's my favorite animal. Mr. Warren, I don't think you're still in here. So, hey, Melissa Wiggins. I'm going to move on. It's going to be Aunt Edna, Josephine. I have your info already. Philadelphia Collins and Sweetly Morbid Bear. Yeah, it's like that Britney song. You guys know I'm a Britney fanatic. But what's that song? You say I'm crazy. I got you crazy. Oh, womanizer. Boy, don't try to front. I know, just let me stop. I'm always singing. I'm so hungry. Ray better bring home Chinese food or we're going to have problems in this house. I wanted to go to my mom's. Mom, are you still listening? You're supposed to cook me dinner this weekend, but everyone got sick. So you owe me a pot roast dinner with your mashed potatoes and some corn. Thank you. You pick for me. Well, I know you like the Angels and Ancestors deck, and I haven't had a chance to use it yet today. So let's do that. And we will do number 25. Oh, love it. I was listening to Toxic in my car and thinking of you, Gem. Not that you're toxic. I just know you love Britney. I used to drive around and bump Britney Spears. I did not care. And I love that song. I sing it for karaoke. Well, I used to sing it for karaoke all the time when I went to karaoke, but I will be going back to karaoke soon. Wow, Aunt Edna, you have a lot of positive, excited energy about you. Even right now, these cards are jumping all over the place. And I'm having a hard time catching my breath in the best way, though. I feel like I just had a laughing fit. That's what they're showing me, a whole bunch of laughing. Mom, you still have a pot roast coming. Okay. Nobody cooks like my mom. I'm telling you guys, you don't even know. And I learned to cook from her, and I think I'm a pretty good cook, but I take my mom's cooking over mine any day. I miss karaoke. I don't have any friends, though, so I never leave the house. Girl, you don't need friends to leave the house. I go karaoke by myself. I take myself out to steak dinners. I can't do that now because I don't have a babysitter for RJ. But once I get my license back, me and RJ are going to be going all around town. My dad just got his license back, and as soon as Ray gives him his truck, he's going to come up and help me get my license. I need that back. Watch, I'm just going to be me and my boy all day, just roaming around town, chilling. Feeling very positive. Yeah, I can feel it. It's coming through from the cards. All right, let's do this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2. All righty. Did you get this card last week too? The broken arrow. I think you did, Anna. You got the broken arrow last week. And you got it again this week. Embrace the energy of peace. Let go of the need to defend yourself and prepare to offer peace. You are safe. Just as the arrow card symbolizes defense and protection, the broken arrow card symbolizes peace. In Native American traditions, a broken arrow would mean that tribes were no longer fighting one another, but were making alliances. When you see a broken arrow in a meditation, vision, dream, or reading, it is a message that you no longer need to fight because peace has arrived. This is a powerful symbol of harmony, serenity, and community. If you have been exposed to a situation in which you have felt the need to protect yourself or defend what you feel is right, know that this is now coming to an end. With the arrival of the broken arrow card, you are being guided to know that the energies of light are entering to wash away all of the darkness. You can drop your shields and protection. You are now in a situation that will honor you and honor your needs. Arguments are ending and disagreements are being resolved. Prepare to talk things through and offer the peace that you would like to enjoy. In order to move forward in a more fearless way, it's important for you to let go of the idea that you can be hurt by the situation or the people involved, because this will only work against you. Know that your angelic guides and ancestors are standing around you, protecting you, and taking you lovingly forward. And You got this last week. We were talking about how you, Courtney Hall, you're coming up, you're like 6th or 7th next. We were talking about how you finally cleaned house, about how you finally confronted people. You finally told people enough is enough. You stepped into your power. You did that spring cleaning of your emotions and of your circle and the energy around you. And you did such a great job that 2 weeks in a row now, you have the symbol of peace. There is peace around you. You're able to finally relax without having to look over your shoulder or worry who's lying to you, who's trying to manipulate you, because you cleared all that crap out, girl. And the universe, with getting this card twice in 2 weeks, I believe is telling you that you still deserve to rest. You are still being divinely protected and guided. I would recommend that you do whatever you like to do to relax. If you garden, if you take baths, if you lay down and nap, if you binge Netflix, if you go for walks in the woods, if you sip, whatever you do to relax, the universe is telling you you can keep your guard down for the most part, just a little bit longer. You deserve this. You've earned this. And this is one of those fortuitous things from the universe. Blue Crossroads, what's up? And what is up, wifey? Miss Josephine, we're doing the Shapeshifter deck and number 13. I just have to find where I put that dang deck. Yep, I got it. 13 is a good number in this group. A lot of people pick 13. I'm so happy we mentioned the merch tonight, and I have someone to help me that's tech savvy and can actually get some merchandise up on my channel. Most of the merchandise on my channel is going to be Stemma merchandise, you know, because that's how I roll. We're going to have a maternity top that says, "Ask me about my black-eyed kid." Yeah, no, you are on the right path, and that absolutely. And the universe is rewarding you for the hard work you've done in clearing out your mental and physical space. It must have been a very hard thing to confront the people that you love about how they're treating you and how they're mistreating others. And the universe is saying, you know what? You deserve some more time. You've done an amazing job. Your soul has probably progressed as well. What I'm getting intuitively is that your soul has progressed actually to one step higher on the vibrational level in the vibrational other realms. You have progressed on a soul level when you did what you did in confronting these people. The Gempire strikes back. Oh, heck yeah. And it should have me like striking a troll with a lightsaber. That's so funny because my son, slow motion says 13 is sometimes a lucky number in Ireland. When my son was born on Friday the 13th, I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't want to have him on Friday 13th. And plus his father, my husband's birthday is the 14th. So, but my father is 100% Irish. And he told me, he said, no, he said 13 is lucky. I'm telling you, it's lucky. The unlucky 13 is an American thing, he told me. Miss Josephine, you got Once Upon a Midnight Dreary, one of my other favorite cards. I told you there's always some Edgar Allan Poe in the Lucy Cavendish cards. Card number 31, and I'm looking for page 31 in the book. I'm so dumb. All right. Once Upon a Midnight Dreary, creativity, genius, writing, expression, artistic flow. Ravens are omens, and here they are omens of your creativity. They will fly about under moonlight, entering your dreams, speaking to you the words you may have been searching for, dropping toward you with a harsh voice that asks you to weave magic now. The best times for this act are the in-between times, the times that are ambiguous, paradoxical, and magical. People who wish you to pursue a sensible path may feel concerned, but it is far less healthy for you to stop listening to the voice of the divine. The ravens speak of law, and at this time, the law says you must let the words flow. The images appear, and the song be sung or the dance be moved through. Do not think this creativity out. Let it come out as it will. You are not a pure vessel for spirit, but you are being connected with the creative divine. And in doing so, you are contributing something soulful and magical to a world that becomes more and more mechanical and dead under the yoke of logic. You will liberate us all and teach us through the power of imagination. Once upon a midnight dreary speaks to you. You have at present a wonderful, clear connection to the divine, and so the sacred is speaking through you. It may be through your hands, and a painting may come. Through the air, a poem may thunder towards you, and it is your role at this time to write it down, because the creativity, joy, and impulse is not yours. It does not belong to you, but it must be caught for a time, brought through into this world via your body, and brought to life in this world by your work and holy acts. You are a creative being, and not only does this mean working with the creative genius, the muse, the daemon, all about you, it means sweet strain and hard work for a time. Sweat, strain, and hard work, sorry. It means you will turn up for work when the muse seems aloof. You will never recreate the divine perfectly on paper, but you will bring through something of its essence. You must know this is not you. And when people say it's your writing or your work that they admire, know it is your dedication to the divine that has brought it through. Speak the words of the poet, sing the song, paint the images previously unseen by human eyes. Walk between worlds, but keep one foot here always so we can bring you back to create once again safely. It is time to shape your dreams into reality. Start that book and keep going. Paint that picture and then another and another. Capture divine moment in inspiration, and then by hard work, show up and sweat until it is shaped and completed. You are engaging in sacred magic. You are being asked by the spirits of the world and the laws of the raven and the bright full moonlit magic to contribute creatively, to be touched by the spirit of inspiration. This may not make you rich or well-known or even happy, but it will satisfy a deep urge, a craving, a thirst within you. Take steps now to become a crafter of magic through creativity. You are being told that it is the law that you do so and that you complete the work. Work hard, learn about yourself, and capture the divine moment for all of our sakes. So what this is saying is like, no, you're not psychic, but you're receiving messages right now that you need to do something. You need to write, you need to draw, you need to dance, you need to paint, whatever it may be, whatever your right brain, your creative side of your brain is telling you to do, you really have to do it now, because you're going to create something that's going to change someone's life. You're going to write a book that someone's going to read and be, mesmerized by it. You're going to do a painting, and you may not make much money off of this stuff. You may. It may seem like nothing's coming from it. But what this card is saying, what Once Upon a Midnight Dreary is saying to you, Miss Josephine, is that you're on a soul level, something will come from it, and you will affect others in such a positive way. You may write a poem and it may be published, and you may never even you won't see the effect it's going to have on the people that read it. So this is saying, if you're getting intuitive messages to create, or any intuitive messages, we should always pay attention to them. And you're only going to have this creativity for a short period of time. Not saying you're not creative otherwise, but this divinely led and guided creativity, you are only going to have it for a I'm getting tongue-tied because I'm talking so much, a very short time. And I'm seeing probably through the month of October. So whatever it is that you've been wanting to do that suddenly came out of nowhere, like I have to do this, like painting or dancing, whatever it is, taking a cooking class, it could be something very small, but it's going to have an effect on someone that you don't even know. So the divine is saying, do it, and do it now, because this particular protection is not going to be there forever. Lenore, quoth the raven. Yes, I love you guys. That's so awesome. Ivy Gold, those card illustrations are so cute. I was saying earlier, I don't know if you were in here, Lucy Cavendish and Jasmine Beckett Griffith do a lot of the ones on my cards because I just love their what's it called? Oh, Mom, good night, everyone. Be kind. Love you all. Good night, my beautiful daughter. I love you, Mommy. I will see you, or I will talk to you on Sunday. And I have a lot of exciting things coming up. I miss you, and I can't wait to see you. Tell Gary and Dee I said hi. I accept and create more flow and pleasure in my life. It's talking about creating, guys. Miss Josephine, creating. Mom, I love you so much. Thank you. I love when my mom's in the chat. Tony the Rock Fams needs to grab some samples and bring them to the lab. I never saw what you do. If I did, I don't remember. I'm sorry. But it just sounds interesting. All right, we're moving right through, guys. So let's go. Philadelphia Collins. Then we have Sweetly Morbid Bear, Christina Bell, and Courtney Hall. Sorry, a lot of people complain. I know not you guys that I vape on camera. I can't help it. I'm not getting up to go have a smoke. Starlight, I just saw you, and that Madonna song popped into my head. That's Starlight, Starbright, first star I see tonight. God, I'm so old. Philadelphia Collins, waiting on you. Oh, nope. No, I'm not. Waiting on me. And I'm vaping right now. 17 and Fairy Forest. You got it, boo. Oops, I put that in the wrong box. Come on. There we go. Guys, I do my own nails, and I'm embarrassed to say I just lost one. Oh, well. This is tough work here. Nicotine keeps a lot of people alive. Yeah, the people that we don't destroy because we don't have our vape. Gemma doesn't bother me. I vape on camera too. Oh, thank you guys so much. See? Nick, actually, I'm going to do Sweetly Morbid Bear and then you, because I know you always leave early, and I like to read for you. 17. Love that song. You're not old, yeah. I am hoping to make YouTube a full-time career that supports me by the time I'm 40. So I'll be 39 in March. Nicotine is a mild antidepressant. I believe it. All right, let's do this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm feeling the number 17 tonight. There's something some divine purpose with the number 17 tonight. I don't know what it is, but I'm really feeling a connection to that number right now. The Hedge Witch, Herb Wisdom, Secrets, and Hidden Love. You are being asked to consider herbal forms of healing, working with what is in between, effective and yet natural, available and yet still hardly acknowledged. Changing the foods you eat to include more greens and herbs to boost energy and health, and begin to pay very serious attention to the quality of the foods you eat, again, with a very close focus on the worlds of herbs and plants. You can at this time adjust the way you eat and find essential oil blends which assist with sleeping, with becoming calm, with dissipating anger, increasing self-love, and deepening your wisdom. Explore growing your own flowers, vegetables, and herbs. When you begin to consider the truth that what you ingest becomes the very molecules of your body, and you may decide at this time to reduce additive sugar, GMOs, and various forms of meat as well. You now begin a journey into health and well-being and eat what is good and wholesome for you. The Hedge Witch is the messenger guiding you to this new path of nourishment and well-being through the plant world. Okay, so this can be taken very literally, right? And you say that you need to eat better and cut out sugars, which maybe you need to, right? Maybe that's something you're interested in. But I'm getting from spirit, and I'm getting psychically, that what this actually means is really watching your physical health, maybe going to the doctor, getting an actual physical, and finding something to keep you healthy in a mental way. Like, I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to prescribe anything, but like gardening, or taking a hot bath with candles, or reading poetry in the woods, whatever it is, whatever you absolutely love to do, even something, it has to be something you love to do by yourself. Again, yes, and that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Again, listen to your body vibes. Angela, you should have told me. I would have bumped you up. If you can make it back, I'll read for you. If not, I'll pull you a card and email it to you, girl. Love you. So finding whatever it is that, like, your secret desire of how to relax and unwind, you should start doing that. I am getting a focus on your physical health, though. Definitely watch what you eat, maybe just for this week, and then come back next week and get another card. But I think this is definitely saying watch what you eat. Maybe you don't have to be so severe about it, cutting out 15 different things, and maybe just eat more vegetables. Your physical health is being affected by your mental health right now. I feel like you're very stressed out and you need to find something to do. The universe wants you to find something to do to put some good positive energy back out there so that you can get it in return. Maybe you've been stuck or stagnant lately, just kind of focusing on one problem or issue that's got you down, and you can't figure out how to, get through it or how to maneuver it. That's saying this week is not going to be the week you figure that out, but this week should be the week where you start doing things for you. Stop giving so much of your energy, and don't let psychic vampires in. Somebody is being very vampiric energetically with you right now. If you can figure out who that person is and avoid them like the plague for the next 2 or 3 weeks, you'll probably come out of this funk you've been in. Your moon card says, I assess matters carefully and discern wisely. Waxing gibbous 1. All right, Bear. You're up. Bethlehem. Hey, at least it's not Reading. I went to Hogar Korea in Bethlehem. I got to say 4 times because I went and then 2 days later left and came back. And then I went and 10 days later left and then came back. And I left the next day after coming back each time. They like stole my clothes, wouldn't give me my property, made me drive to Pennsylvania like 5 times. And I still lost so many of my clothes and my jewelry. Thieves, I tell you, thieves. Sweetly Morbid Bear. Yeah, psychic vampires. And I feel like, yeah, Anna, you were surrounded by them and you got rid of them. And that's why the universe is looking upon you with such favor, because that was a really hard thing to do. You've raised your vibrational level by doing that. Seriously. So Sweetly Morbid Bear, Nikki, Nick Y, Christina Bell, Courtney Hall. Ooh, bacon caramel popcorn. Yeah, I forgot all about that, actually. If it comes out good, can you email me and give me the recipe? James G, first timer, welcome to the tribe. Yeah, Anna, you can feel it. Sweetly Morbid Bear, we're waiting on you. I'm going to go ahead and do Nick. Nick, do you have a preference about your reading? James G, I will read the decks that I have. I have the Wisdom of the House of Night, Angels and Ancestors, Halloween, Vampires, Faerytale, Forest Fairy, Shapeshifter, Wisdom of the House of Night, and Oracle of Mystical Moments. What I do is I'll pull one card for you and tell you what the book says, and I will tell you what I get intuitively from spirits. All right, Nick, we're going to pull out the vampire deck for you because you're surrounded by a lot of psychic vampires right now. I can just feel it. Nick and I met on MySpace in like 2008. Sweetly Morbid Bear, I did not know that you were still here. I thought maybe you got distracted. I'm going to read Nick, and then I will pick for you for sure. Sorry about that. Because I kept calling Bear and not saying Sweetly Morbid Bear is probably... Yeah, and if it works out, please let me know, because I'm looking for something new to do with my popcorn. A lot of psychos. I didn't want to say psychos because that's not a kind word, but yeah, that's exactly what I meant, actually. You are a man among women, so you are always going to be, you know, feeling outnumbered. We'll do number 8. Seduction. Whoop, whoop. Card number 8, allure, desire, and manipulation. Manipulation. James G, you're very welcome, and welcome. This beautiful bed is the place where someone greeted their unspoken desire and where they met their end as well. It is the place to which so many of you are drawn, even when you know the outcome may be dangerous. This card comes to you now to warn you, empower you, and ask you to heed. The one who knows you, or the one who knows what it is you want, has a plan for you, and that plan involves their own satisfaction. It is not so simple and crass as sexual satisfaction or a kind of food or even a job or a status in life you are being offered. It is the deep feeling that you are understood, accepted, and desired for who you are. No comment. Wow. But it is a truth that this person who is now seducing you is doing so with every kind of ability to stifle and inhibit your very life force. This is not to say you must look about you now with suspicion of all people. You must simply become aware of your desires and your vulnerabilities. This card is a call to self-knowledge, to understand that when you are called to the beautiful bed, you may be drained and you may even die to a part of yourself, for you will come to know that the love that has been offered to you has been for the satisfaction of someone else. If you do go to bed of the vampire, you will leave a part of yourself there. Someone about you is ready to seduce you. If you choose to be seduced, they will have what they want and you will lose more than you know. So be careful. You are now able to discern much more clearly between people who are healthy for you and people who you would do well to avoid. You are no longer feeling guilty for saying no to attractive advances. It is time to reassess a friendship or the kinds of people and situations you find attractive. Are you inviting unwelcome traumas and situations into your life? You are able to resist unhealthy advances from manipulative people at this time. You are no longer available for others to just make use of. Nick, why? Do you still not believe I'm a psychic? Believe in the cards. It's everything I told you last week. I'm not going to get personal, but you know what it means. This is a card of seduction, about someone using you for their own desires, using their sexuality to gain something from you, emotional manipulation, playing on your vulnerabilities. Your moon card, life is conspiring for me. The last quarter moon. Carl, what's up? Okay, Sweetly Morbid Bear, sorry about that. Did you say for me to choose? I'd like to keep with the vampire deck. It's right on. Sweetly Morbid Bear, are you okay with the vampire deck and number 14? Okay, card number 2. All right. Medusa's hubby. Oh, hey. So glad to see you. Sweetly Morbid Bear, you got card number 16, the Call of the Night. Daring, adventure, and excitement. Mad Mama. Hello, Gemma and the tribe. I'm here checking y'all out. Well, what's up? Check us out. Sweetly Morbid Bear, you have of late fallen into patterns that are soothing in their regularity. You know what to expect and when to expect it. You are surrounded by love and acceptance, and you are widely loved and applauded. You are content, you are comfortable, and have no real reason to become otherwise. Is what you have achieved not the pinnacle of human experience, to live and to live without fear or being tested? I say to you now, I was once like you, and then the night and her darkness called to me. I changed, and I left behind the world of daylight, and for a time I traveled from my loved ones, although some chose to travel with me. I departed from all that I knew in so many ways, and in doing so, I became more perfectly myself than if I had stayed in that perfectly still, comfortable place. For in the testing, I was reborn, for in the challenge, I was forged, and in the loneliness, I came to know myself. This time is one which I can only partake of truly alone, and for you, your fear leaving the comfort zone. You fear leaving the comfort zone. You prefer all that is known, but I tell you that with this card comes the call of the night and of her wild creatures. You are about to leave that place of warmth, that cozy, restrictive, dulling cocoon, and step into a colder, harsher, more raw place. What it will teach you and offer you is more valuable and strange than you can imagine. You will be thrust out of that place you have called home and into a world of movement, color, drama, and ferocity. You will make friends who respect you and also challenge you. You will be disagreed with and you will fight to survive at times, but the adventure will leave you feeling more alive, your every sense tingling more than ever before. The blessing is attraction, stimulated, daring, unexpected, thrill, danger, change in circumstance. You'll be drawn to the occult, the unknown. You'll wish to understand experimentation and challenges and tests. The curse, routine thinking, rut, conditioned to obey, lazy, dull, asleep, bland, insipid, cowardly, unchallenged, safe, tedious, apathy, and indifference. Time to step beyond the places and people where you feel safe. This is a time to stretch your wings and to seek out new friends, experiences, and people. You will find so much if you dare to explore. So coming out of that kind of hermit mode, right? Good night, Nick. And I think you've already done this. I think you've come out of your comfort zone now. I think you are in a place where you are exploring. You are allowing yourself to be psychic. You are allowing yourself to receive messages. You're not trying to dull your light anymore simply to please others. I believe that you have already stepped into your power. The night has called you and you have answered. And this is saying be daring, be brave, question everything. Don't be afraid of challenges. Don't be afraid of small, minor disagreements in discussion and debates with friends and like-minded people. You're on the right path. You are on the path of your destiny. I'm getting that very clearly, intuitively, and I know you know that. Waning Gibbous 3, I seek balance and grounding. You can find that balance and that grounding while being out and being excited as well, because that is the kind of person you are. Christina Bell, Courtney Hall, Lazarus, and Divine Diamond are next. I wonder what happened to Melissa Nicole. Grey Wolf said she was having trouble. I tried to do her right away, but she was already knocked off. She said she was having trouble getting kicked off with her Wi-Fi. Christina Bell, are you still here? You come in every week, and every time I go to read for you, you're gone. Yes, Medusa's hubby, I'll put you on list. We got one whole page left, but it's going to go by fast. Extroverted, introvert, and a walking contradiction, but yes, I own my light. Love the moon card too. Yeah, and I love that. Extroverted, introvert, and that's me, and I think that's why we get along so well. Okay, Divine Diamond. One more time, Christina Bell. Okay, Courtney Hall, I think is how I have it, Courtney, and it just says how, so. The Postman song from Stevie B. You know that song I like by him? That song, One Way Lover. We had something, girl, you played me for a fool. Should have held back all my love and didn't know there were no rules. Okay, Courtney is not here, so we're going to go with Lazarus, Mr. Lazarus Projects. Mr. Laz. Tony, the Rock Fams, how's those samples? You're very welcome. And again, thank you all for allowing me to read for you. How much is the card and how much is you? Hey, those days are over. All right. So Lazarus doesn't seem to be here either. Divine Diamond, you said any. I've got Vampire Deck in my hand, but for some reason, I'm getting a little off feeling. Okay, we're good. Let's do number 7. All right, cool. Tony, thank you. 1. Divine Diamond. Card number 40, natural, authentic, real, and organic. To be your own true self is lifelong, lifetimes long purpose. It is the purpose of this existence, and for each of us, despite the labels we all have, human, vampire, woman, man, etc., we have something greater at play, how the essence, that very drop of pure self, makes itself known through us. And for this great miracle to take place, there are habits to be shed, reactions to be questioned, challenges to be met, and experiments to be made. For you are not who you have been told you are. And so with this card, we ask for you to clearly and finally perhaps understand and acknowledge that all that you are can be discovered when you take yourself within and quietly feel, look, and listen to your own self. Not the self of the label, the job, not the defenses you have developed for protection, not the protests of ego or the demands of family voices within. It is who you truly are. And then, once having found a sense of that, to live from that place in small, consistent ways each day. How that manifests will be unique for each of you. But we ask for you now to go beyond the labels of time and place and family and education and status and go deep, deep within. There is something within you that is more than the history of others, that is yours alone, and the world needs it to be expressed. Otherwise, why would you have been created? For each of us, every drop of rain, every stone, every creature of the sky and the land has their role and their part to play. We need to become our natural self again, beyond what we are told we are, and to live from that place. And this will create a satisfying and more peaceful, harmonious life, no matter what challenges you meet from within or without. You are precious to the world, especially so when you find that part of you that is only yours to offer and add it to the song of the world and make all that is more beautiful, more fulfilled, and more totally realized as a consequence of your soul's truest expression. When you take away the trappings of money, power, status in the world, you are left with the things of the spirit, and you are rich in the ways of the soul indeed. This creates a balanced, centered, strong core. Too much reliance on the feedback of society. Self-worth is centered in status and therefore is constantly shifting. It is uncentered. There has been an over-reliance on ways of identifying who you are, whether you have categorized yourself by a job or your appearance, personality, or wealth and background. It is time to go beyond this to who you truly are and know yourself from the inside out. This does not require puzzlement and complexity. It requires quiet distillment and true reflection and contemplation of the self. You have too many definitions others have given you. Let them go and learn the song within you and give a voice to that in order to become natural and truly fulfilled as your own self. So this is basically saying that people are expecting a lot from you, and people expect you to be so many different things, and you are these things, right? You are these things. You're, I'm just saying, for example, you're, a mom and kind of a taxi driver and whatever you do for work, business analyst. I don't know why that popped into my head. Whatever you do and whoever you surround yourself with, everything is a part of who you are. But what this card is saying is there's a lot more to you, and it is your time to be who you are. It is your time to be a little bit selfish, not in a mean way, and take the time to get to know yourself. What are your likes? I feel like you have gone through something. I think you're already through it. You may still be in it, but I think you've already gone through it, where you have had some toxicity, possibly some abuse, some traumas, hurts, hangups, habits, perhaps addictions that you were dealing with in someone else or your own, whatever it is. You had some kind of toxicity and trauma in your life that you have recently come through or that you have come through, but you haven't let all of it go. So a part of you and a part of your soul is still defining you by this trauma and this toxicity, and you are being distracted, whether you know it or not, by the demands of life, being a parent and working and, whatever it is you do. So this card is telling you to slow down, take the time to stop and think and do something for yourself, just for you, in a very kind, selfish way. It's time for you to pay a little bit more attention to yourself and your own wants. Waxing Crescent 1, I seek truth and act upon my realizations. Oh, okay, that resonates. She said, oh my God, yes. Courtney, you said to pick because we did call you. That's one list down. Yeah, I can see. I was just reading. So like when I'm reading, I don't really like to look and interact with the chat. I do every once in a while, but I try not to. Let's go with the wisdom of the House of Knights. For some reason, I'm getting that for you. And I kind of have been since you asked for a reading. I'm going to go, geez, another one. You have a lot of very vibrant energy just jumping right out. Forrest, what's up? I was thinking about you the other day, I swear. And I was like, I'm going to text message him and see how he's doing. But then I got distracted because RJ's been really sick. But it's so great to see you. All right, we're going to go with number 12 on the oracles of the house, wisdom of the House of Knights. I keep calling it that. Like how I always call Lazarus Project, I call him Lazarus Effect. Courtney, you got invisible. And if I could find the book, I can tell you what the book says. Okay. I'm about to take a potty break. Invisible. Sometimes you may feel like you don't fit in, as if you are invisible to others. Ask your goddess, I see as your goddess, I see you, I know you, and I believe in you. Know that not everyone has the ability to recognize you fully, and that perhaps they are so caught up in their own stories that they can't see you. It's okay, because those who can see you are the important companions on your path to finding your magic. And when I say magic in any reading, I mean magic with a K. Another meaning for the symbol you have chosen is that circumstances may require you to step back and remain in the shadows. Now is not the time for you to tell all and show everyone your truth. Being invisible protects you from harm right now so that you can observe your surroundings without being vulnerable. Stay hidden and watch what others do before acting. So what I'm getting intuitively actually is there's somebody, and I'm getting again the marionette, somebody is trying to manipulate you. Okay. I want to say a love relationship, but it could be any kind of relationship. So there's some manipulation going on in your life right now. And it's like you keep thinking it's your fault. Whatever is going on, you keep thinking is your fault. And the person who's manipulating you, that's exactly what he wants you to think or what they want you to think. This card is saying, stop worrying about what you did or what you can do to fix it, what you did to break it, whatever the situation is, and sit back, watch, and wait. You know, being invisible, trust me, I know about being invisible. Believe me, in my own home. Being invisible has its perks because people don't see you coming. People underestimate you, right? So what this card is saying, whatever happens this week, don't act, don't react. Just know that you know inside. I always say sometimes we have to play the fool to fool the fool that thinks they're fooling us. And that's exactly your quote for this week. Sit back, pretend like you don't know, let them think they're getting over on you, whatever the situation may be. And maybe next week or the week after will be time to act on this. Sit back, smile to yourself, and be like, yeah, I know exactly what's going on, right? I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on in chat, why Divine Diamond was timed out. Okay, so isn't that who I'm reading for? I just got really confused, guys. I'm sorry. So know that you know, sit back, relax, and Courtney, I'm reading yours right now. You haven't heard any of this? This is yours, Courtney. So sit back, relax, know that you know, and play the fool for a little while. Maybe in a week or two, you can act and you can confront somebody. This is not the time for action or confrontation. Courtney, if you didn't hear that, go back and listen, baby, because that was you, the invisible card. And your moon card, I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. But this week is not the time for fresh start. This is the time for sitting and not acting. So I have somebody who I don't even know what this says. It says how motion, how molten, how, yeah, I don't know what that was. But if there's somebody in here timing people out, you're very welcome. Let me just see. Yeah, it was doing that last week too. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so I don't know who this person is, and they're definitely not in here. Is Darla in here? And Be Kind, you're up next. Darla, Be Kind, Danielle, and Paradox. Blue Crossroads. Yes, you reminded me. I have to pee and I have to get some water. Guys, be ready. Darla, Be Kind, Danielle, and Paradox. No, Divine Diamond got timed out by somebody that I had never heard of. So I was just wondering what that was all about. So I'll be right back, guys.
Hey, folks, how's everybody doing? Gemma taking a nature break there. Steve here with you. I'm working in the background and producing the stream. Got a very important video on a missing person that we were asked to put out by the family. So I'm giving that top priority. Got that going for Bill. How's everybody doing tonight? And Edna, I heard you got another awesome reading. Good to see everybody here. James G, you're only a stranger here once. Basically, the second time you're here, then your family, and you get a blue wrench. So that helps to fight trolls, just in case. Occasionally, we get people in here that like to show out a little bit, and we have zero tolerance for that sort of thing. But good to see everybody. Hope you're doing well there, Ivy. I got your email. I'll get back in touch with you. I spoke with you earlier on Cassie's stream, but you may have already left. I was typing stuff in for you to read, but it's real easy to come on the Campfire Story stream. I'll send you a StreamYard link just like this. You can click on it in your browser. Chrome works best. Do it with a laptop, computer, or even a smartphone. You can do voice and video, or just voice if you want. But we're looking forward to having you there with us Friday night. Got some other people from Cassie's stream today coming in with us. Should be a great panel. But anyway, I'll be back in touch with you. Hey, Melissa Wiggins, good to see you. I enjoyed that picture that you sent me. You look great in that photo. Well, it looks like Gemma's back, so I'll disappear back into the background here and finish what I was working on. Ivy, it'll be 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, Friday night.
Hey, Steve.
That's 8 a.m. UK time. And good way to promote your channel, get you out there and introduce you to 112,000 of mine and Gemma's best friends. We love promoting other creators and getting people out there. You got some great stuff going over on your channel.
She really does.
We'll
and
talk
Ivy's going to help me with merch.
James, I just explained why we have blue wrenches in the chat, but I'll let Gemma get back to her business here. Thanks, everybody. Have a good evening. I'll be back in toward the end.
All right, Miss Dawn, are we good? Be Kind, you're right up next, babe. Oh, no, you are up now. I'm sorry. Angels and Ancestors. Sorry about that. And then we're going to do Darla or Dawn. I don't know what's going on there. Courtney, you're very, very welcome. Sorry about that. My camera is getting blurry. It did that all week last week. I'm surprised it started now. James, the blue wrenches are people that help me out in case a troll comes in or somebody who slow motion, be nice. Where you see Gemma, you see Steve. That's why it's Stemma. I didn't block her. I didn't. If I did, it was completely by accident. I swear I didn't block her. Who is it? Dawn's Awakening. Yeah, I didn't block her, babe. I don't usually block people unless I know exactly what's going on. She seems to still be in here, as far as I can see. So, yeah, they help me out and they get rid of the trolls for me. Sweetly, would you do me a favor and figure out what's going No, James, don't worry about it. I know you're new here. I don't think Steve realized that it's your first time in here. No big deal at all. Sweetly, would you see if you could find out what's going on with Miss Darla? Because I did not block her. Darla, Dawn's Awakening, if you can hear me, you're not blocked. So just refresh and come back in, honey. Widowwink is back. Okay, we'll call you in a few minutes. Let's go with Be Kind, my girl. By the way, that email was so incredibly lovely. I did share it with Steve. You almost had me crying. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 28. Ooh, you got the Shaolin Master. Be graceful in movement and action, okay? Let me find him. These are very weird the way that they're set up here. Sweetly Morbid Bear, I understand what you're saying. I didn't block her, though. I did not block anybody. I didn't block Darla. I didn't block Dawn's Awakening. I didn't block anybody, babe. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I do forgive her. I didn't take anyone out of here. I didn't touch it at all. I don't even really know how to do that. I swear. What I'm trying to say is, she looks like she's still in chat. I didn't take her out. I didn't do anything. Hey, Ban. I would never do that without asking. Yeah, no, she's not blocked. I promise. I would never do that without knowing what's going on. Yeah, Dawn's Awakening, I promise you, I did not kick you out. I would never do that without knowing what's going on. Yeah, a few people got kicked out. Yeah, okay. Everyone's back. The internet's crazy. I'm sorry about all the confusion, but I promise I don't just block. I ask questions first. Okay, so we're on Miss Be Kind, and then Dawn, you are next. Slow and steady, breathe and flow. Take a gentler approach. The Shaolin Master calls forth the ninja within you. Shaolin medicine is about learning to adapt to a situation and to tap into the energy running through your body and preserve it in order to release it at the right moment. It also teaches subtlety because when you are too forceful, you use too much energy, and that may not be supportive of what you are working on in the moment. The Shaolin Master, like a monk, has respect for all things. He is disciplined and guided by his art and will never use it to impress the foolish or to appear stronger than someone who is threatening him. You, too, are being invited to remain graceful in your movement, choices, and action. You are being guided to flow like water, blow like air, and connect with your purest intentions. Don't feel you need to rush ahead. A gentler approach will be more fruitful and rewarding. Move with subtlety and grace. Reach high, but also ask yourself how you can move with the flow of life rather than pushing against it. Do you have the capacity to refocus your gaze at this time? Can you slow down? Or take more time to soften and breathe as you move out forward? All of this will be incredibly beneficial for what happens to you next. So Be Kind, I think from our conversations, you kind of mastered this. You mastered this kind of graceful way of thinking and kind way of treating people. And I don't mean that just because your name is Be Kind. I've had conversations with you. This is saying that while it's good to accomplish things and get everything done and go about your dreams, maybe this week is time to slow down. I don't know if you guys know this, but unless I say otherwise, the card I pull for you is for the week, this week until next week. So this week it's time to slow down, take some time for yourself. That's another ongoing theme in our readings tonight. Self-love, self-care, taking care of ourselves. So again, while it's good to want to accomplish things and want to help people, you're giving too much of yourself. Even to your own self, you're giving too much. So you're putting too much focus this week on, or in the past weeks, on being goal oriented. And that's wonderful. But this week is time to relax and give more to yourself. Stop letting so many people take. I would say no as much as I could this week to things I really don't want to do. If, it sounds selfish, but again, self-love is not selfish. If somebody really needs you, be there. Otherwise, it's like, nah, bro, like I just want to chill and watch Netflix or whatever you want to do, right? Take that time for yourself this week. You're really going to need it. You're going to be energized for an opportunity the universe has coming in for you next week. Gratefully, I surrender my struggle. Waning Crescent 3. Okay, Miss Dawn. Don't neglect your inner ninja. Absolutely. Banshiba, thank you. Do you have a paranormal story you'd like to share? Gemma reads your stories and paranormal stories. Send them to gemmajadeparanormal@gmail.com. Absolutely. You're very welcome. Be kind. Dawn, are you here? I hope you're not having a problem with your internet. I don't want to skip over her again. Let me give you guys who's up next. We have Danielle, who I don't think is here anymore. Oh, you are here. Okay, good. You're next. Paradox Fossils. I think Layla and Gaz had to go night-night. And MCAT, all people that I don't see anymore in here are up. Paradox, I see you, obviously. Dawn's Awakening, I will surely pick for you. Once again, vampires are calling. Danielle, let me write that down. Number 11. And any. And Paradox, get ready because it's Dawn, Danielle, and then you. April, hey, April Arrington in the house. I'm going to go with number 21 for you, Dawn. And this is the Le Vampire deck. If I'm trying to be fancy, really, it's just the vampires. Okay, Paradox. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And this was actually 21. It flipped. Dawn's Awakening. You got the card of Hope. Card number 43. Anticipation, Bright Prospects, and Wish. M block. Yes. And guys, after M block, that is it. I have to shut it down. I don't want to do that to people who are just coming in, but I have to preserve time. Number 43, Hope, Anticipation, Bright Prospects, and Wish. This little creature, this small one, a vampire with a heart and soul, is surrounded by death, by endings, by sadness, by the void, and by those who have left her. Like you, she is facing the darkness within others and within life, and she feels utterly alone. But what she has with her is the ability to hope, and she chooses this. It is not something that is always easy, but she has lit a candle in the deep darkness upon a heap of skulls and nothing else, and she has struck a light and held up the light. She is quietly defiant in the face of death, of change, of silence, of loneliness, of criticism, of a great dilemma. If this card finds you at this time, you are being asked to rise above those who are giving in to hopelessness and negativity. It does not ask you to be falsely hopeful or to put on a happy face and refuse to face what must be faced. It asks you to be hopeful. You do not yet know the outcome. You do not yet know what will happen next. But what you can be assured of is that this hope that you have the capacity to create will sustain you in a time of great difficulty. Keep it strong, quiet, even small. Face what you must face, do what must be done, and know that yes, this situation is very difficult. No doubt about it at all. But we vampires ask you to know that one of the most beautiful and life-affirming things any of us can do is refuse to give in, and not only that, to do what must be done with hope. That light will attract help, intervention, assistance, and our admiration and respect, which in turn will deliver more assistance. You know there is some optimism you can create. You know you are the bearer of the torch of the light in this circumstance, and you know that this hope will warm, inspire, and nurture others. Lighten up the world you are within. Strike the light and watch the shadows and dangers recede to the corners. Keep the flames burning. Your ability to create possibilities in a seemingly hopeless and difficult situation brings out the best in others, which has a strong ripple effect. You have manifested change through this hopefulness. Without hope, we lose heart. If hope feels futile for you, know that the act of hoping, of choosing to believe there are still reasons to look forward with optimism, will create a more positive outcome than you are looking for at the present moment. You will soon have hope, which will make whatever is taking place at this moment easier to bear. This hardship is impermanent, and tomorrow will be better. So you're going through a really difficult struggle right now. You are definitely dealing with some really hard things, some things that are affecting you on a soul level. And what the universe is asking you to do through this card is to really take a step back and remember all the other hard times you had, not to dwell on them, but to see how you persevered and you've gotten through. The universe is giving you protection and strength at this point, so you can have some faith, you can have some hope. It's asking you, though, to keep your hope for yourself. Stop giving so much of yourself to others. This is a common theme of the night. Stop giving so much of yourself to others. Keep some of it for yourself. Right now, you are physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually drained on a soul level, and you are going to start losing pieces of your soul if you don't stop giving so much to the point where you are weak. You are surrounded by psychic vampires. You're in a toxic situation somewhere, multiple places in your life. You feel like you can't even trust your friends. Like everything is just down. But I'm telling you, this week, hold on to hope. Okay? Keep that light in your heart. Don't dim your light. Keep going. I let go of the anxieties of others, the micro moon. We get on bacon every week. Guys, obviously, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please go and hit that subscribe button. This week, I have black-eyed kids, white-eyed kids. What are they, though? The Demon Theory. And that was released to my patrons today, and it's coming out Friday. Danielle, you said any and number 11. Let's go with Fairy Forest. Slow motion, you're coming up somewhere in the next 5. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have like 15 people, but I think like 5 of them aren't here. So we should be able to end by a good 10:30 here. Oh, Jack, you're coming up too. You're very welcome, Dawn. And thank you for that confirmation, that validation. I really do like to hear that you guys understand what it is I'm talking about here. This is for Miss Danielle. The Fairy Godmother, Revelation, Discovery, and Epiphany. And that's card number 32. When the Fairy Godmother comes to you, be aware that this is a time when you will discover what has been long hidden to you. Your true self will be revealed in surprising ways every day, and sudden moments of heightened perception will make this time especially significant for you. People finally get found out, manipulators can be seen through, true costs of circumstances are revealed, and any lies about you will be seen. This can be hard, but it is truly a hardship that is born of protection. You are safer for knowing in whom you can trust in order to make the right choices for your soul. Throughout these revelations and insights will be a guiding hand, and this is your Fairy Godmother. She is showing you what it is you need to know in order to create and foster a life that works for you, and she is a protective force too. So what you need will come to you now, sometimes in very strange ways. Be mindful of counting your blessings at this time, for this is the energy your Fairy Godmother can draw upon to keep transforming your life into one which is more abundant, magical, meaningful, and joyful. Note every moment of truth. They are all significant, and you are better for discovering what was once hidden from you. You are about to find something out, to find someone out. Love you too, Black Dragon. Thank you. You're about to find someone or something out. And I think this is multiple people you're about to find out here, Danielle. And this is saying some of it is going to hurt, and it's going to hurt pretty bad. Don't give up hope. Count the blessings of what you do have, right? Wake up every day and write down, or just say in your head, if you don't have time to write them, 3 things that you're very, very grateful for in your life. And this will remind you that you do have things to be grateful for, because you're about to go through, I don't know if you're familiar with tarot, but you're about to go through a tarot moment, a tarot moment. Where something is just going to come in and shake everything up, and it's going to feel like a destroying of something that you've built. But actually, it's just a revealing of something that was built on a lie. If you count your blessings and stay positive, the fairy godmother is able to work her magic to help you stay focused on moving forward and seeing these people coming from here on out, and not being so easily fallen into that kind of trap. Paradox, you said Annie. Halloween. Jack, you're next. And Paradox, we're going to do number 15 for you. Just need to find, here it is. You got the Skull of Light, illumination. There are a few skulls. There we go. We can stay in the dark, exist only in the midnight hours, but shining the torch, the victory is ours. As the famous psychotherapist Jung suggested, knowing our own darkness helps us cope with the darkness of others. Taking the time to know thyself and to seek understanding of our more destructive or shadow natures can lead to huge happiness and less anxiety. The idea of being shown the way in the most difficult of times and always knowing that we are never alone in the darkness are the keys to this magical element. Light is usually a comforting thing, yet sometimes we do not really want to see the boogeyman under the bed. It's too scary, too big, and we know not how to defeat it. Yet, by simply shining the torch upon such darkness, the victory is ours. Should the Skull of Light enter your life, know that it is time to open yourself fully to the clarity of bright illumination. Allow yourself to be seen, to see, and to act upon what is shown to you. The time has passed for hiding, for pretending, and for swallowing our discomfort by accepting the status quo when it really doesn't suit us. Knowing thyself, being who you are. Do not let anyone try to change or transform you to make you feel bad for being who you are. And this week, if you've been keeping something from someone, if you've been not telling someone something that you're interested in, or an aspect of your personality, or something about your past, if there's something hidden, this week is the week to highlight it and let the person know. If that's not the case, there is going to be someone who I'm not going to say you're very, very close with, but I believe it's someone, a soul connection, but it's someone you just met. And it doesn't have to be romantic, but it could be. Somebody is revealing something to you that's really important that you never even knew. And it might change the relationship that you have with this person. But what this is saying is don't let it, because you have your secrets that you're eventually going to have to illuminate as well. So try not to judge. Also, be who you are. Set your own standard. Do not let anybody for any reason change who you are or try to convince you to be something other than what you are. April, be safe. I love you so much. I'll talk to you real soon, girl. All right, Jack in the Box. I want to do Halloween for you instead of vampire, because I'm just getting that feeling. So pick a number. Okay, Sweetly Morbid Bear. I love you too. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bathsheba, really? Hopefully it wasn't a scary one, though. Jack in the Box, are you still here? Because I don't have my phone handy. Layla, MCAT, SDK, and Angela, please let me know if you guys are still here. 11 for school, 11. Okay, you got that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All the skulls are coming out tonight, Jack. Can't call you that, sorry. You got the skull of flowers, John. Creating through the ashes. To blossom and bloom, the work must be done. Through fire and ashes, our fortune it comes. Before flowers are born, they are sweet buds on a plant that came from a smaller form like a seed or a bulb. The seed needs prepared, nourishing soil to grow to its potential. Some plants and trees only seed after fire or a period of extreme diversity like drought or flood. Sometimes we wish for a life different from the one we have, and that can mean radical change. Sometimes to have that new life, everything falls apart to make it so, and that can be uncomfortable. We may lose our relationships or they may change. We might lose a job, have to move house, or become sick, all big events that lead to a reassessment of the how of our lives. The Skull of Flowers illustrates that there is a sureness and yet a rawness to creating again, to starting fresh. Sometimes the universe gives us a blank slate to work from so we can build what we really want rather than just settling for less. The Skull of Flowers celebrates not just a kind of phoenix energy, but an energy of success and full bloom through adversity. So you've come through some really challenging times, and it's saying that all relationships and all things have to grow like a flower from a seed that was planted. And sometimes they take a really long time to fully form and to grow to their adult stage. They may get sick in between time and then become better again, or they wither and die. This is saying that every seed that you've been planting throughout the past few years and right up until, today, it's all starting to bloom. It's all starting to come in for you, but you have to continuously put in a ton of work that you may be feeling, drained. You may have to get rid of, these people to be able to have these people. You may have to get rid of the job you have now and take a leap of faith and not work for 3 weeks to get the job of your dreams. Start manifesting. Know that the seeds you are planting are not dying. They're just taking a long time to grow. So keep believing in yourself. Keep doing you. Okay. And your moon card, I will not remain stuck. I choose change. Don't remain stuck. Don't worry so much about the status quo, what other people think. Okay. Did anyone see Layla, MCAT, SDK, or Angela? I think they're all gone. All the scraps. I don't see you in here. Good night, Blue Crossroads. Good night, Shauna. Love you guys. All right, Black Dragon, Ivy Gold, Mel W, and James G are next. Black Dragon. Yeah, I love the crazy stories. I love the sweet stories. I love all the stories. Yeah, all those people are gone. So I'm going to do Black Dragon, Ivy Gold, Melissa W, and then you. Black Dragon, I don't know if you're still here, if you said goodnight, or even if you wanted a reading. Ivy, deck and number, please. 7, and I'll pick the deck. All right. Let's go with the fairies. I have the Dragon Fae deck coming tomorrow. Yeah, everybody that comes in can have a reading. If I call their name and they don't want one, they just let me know. So you are coming up. You've got 3 people ahead of you, including this person I'm reading for now, Mr. Black Dragon. You got Alan, card number 41, gift, divine inspiration, and awakening. Alan translates to divine inspiration or flowing breath. It is a mystical force that offers us a moment where there is a sudden surge in newfound knowledge, inspired thought, the ability to awaken our dormant talents, and a sense that before we were given the gift of Alan, we were like sleepwalkers. Awen is a moment where life is forever changed, and once we drink of Awen or feel it as a beam of divine light entering us and changing us, we can never return to who we were, and the world is never the same again. So when the card comes to you, you must know that having experienced what has taken place, you cannot pretend life can ever be the same. You have lifted the veil and you have seen the face of the divine. You have drunk the elixir of the gods, and the fairies have offered you their greatest gift. Awen does not stay, but the knowledge of what we have experienced in that moment changes us forever. So now that you have had this life-changing experience and been given this incredible moment of inspiration, you can either pretend to yourself that life is without magic, or you can continue to embrace the magic and the enchantment of every moment. Now, if you choose, you can become more fully alive. And while there is no easy path, it is one that is full of deep, joyful moments, true connections, and poetic, blindingly beautiful experiences. Awen will come from time to time, and you are so blessed for having had this most sublime and life-changing of all mystical experiences. So you're going through some hard times, as everybody always does, but you have been visited by Awen, by fates. Okay. Medusa's hubby, yes. So Black Dragon, what this is saying is enjoy the little moments in the big catastrophic ones. There's always something you can feel blessed for. What I'm getting intuitively is that Awen comes to you, and this is a moment in time where things are either right now or are going to be very soon, very, very crazy, very chaotic. And in that energy, okay, in that energy, you are somehow still going to be able to remain calm. You are going to be the voice of reason for those that are following you, the people that look up to you, the people that you are supposed to be leading. Stop, smell the roses, enjoy the little things in life. You have something coming in that is going to be chaotic. It's going to really change who you are as a human being and your life. But it's something the divine and the universe and the cosmos has to do, because it's like switching your path really quick, like a train switching a track. That's what Spirit's showing me, like this sharp turn, right, on the track of life. And the divine is guiding you into something beautiful and great. But, you know, when that happens, that quick bam like that, everything shakes up. That's the only way I can explain it. That's what they're showing me in my head. Your moon card says, I see the gateway is open and the pathway is clear. My journey begins. The waxing crescent 6. They keep just matching up. Ivy Golds, you probably answered me. But I would like to have a deck and number, please. Melissa Wiggins, if you're still here, and James G. Medusa's hubby, thanks, G's, man. You can multitask. Yeah, I'm doing my best here. Number 19, any deck. Okay. Let's go with Shadows and Light. (16, 17, 18, and 19. You got card number 18, the Violet Duchess. Stifled, bored, and stuck. Bored, stifled. Ah, yes, she's trying to be good and she's trying to be nice and polite, but it's not working. This lovely and very passionate aristocrat has her fairy wings tucked firmly in, not visible at all, and is sitting stiffly listening to someone give a lecture on manners. She's polite on the surface, but it's easy to see and feel that she's bored, frustrated, and ready to fly away at the first opportunity she gets. She is tired of the stuffiness of people around her, of being proper, formal, and ever so ladylike. She finds herself restricted by a world where manners and protocols have become more important than spontaneity, magic, and freedom, and she longs for that. For now, she will bide her time, but you can see the frustration growing beneath, and frustration is, after all, only your own life force turned within and longing to break free of its restraints. The Violet Duchess speaks to you. In your admirable quest for balance, you can actually become too neutral, pretending to be serene, acting polite, not making waves, and not speaking your own truth. Now that I've arrived, showing you exactly how you feel, it's time to discover or rediscover a raw and honest emotional reaction you had to a person or to an issue and express it. It's all very well being a lover of harmony and not wanting to be a, quote, troublemaker, but being a lukewarm person in regards to situations that really matter is not going to do you any favors. Bottling up your true self in turn leads to unhealthy relationships, aches, pains, and even illnesses. When I come up, go for the passionate and truthful option and rediscover just how strong you can feel and how much fun you can have. You desire to be liked, to please, and to be seen as a lady or a gentleman is cheating yourself out of something wonderful that you deserve to experience. Sometimes there are rules that simply need to be broken. Keeping to the spirit of the law sometimes means breaking the letter of the law. That's how things change. There is a situation at the moment that has revealed itself as unjust, unfair, and absolutely unattractive to you, but you have yet to speak up. This most inspiring thing about this situation is that you'll discover just how safe it is to stand up for what you truly believe in. Others will be inspired too. So while it feels like you're taking a risk at first, after a while, you'll realize you've started your own small revolution. Okay, so trying too hard to people please, trying too hard to fit in, trying too hard, stifling yourself. I love the quote, we are all sentenced to a lifetime of solitary confinement in our own skin, right? Because nobody else is in our heads with us. Your soul, your energy, your light is longing to break free. Now is not the time to act and do this, but I'd give it another week. If there's somebody who's just been bothering you, picking on you, using, abusing you, whatever the situation is, whoever the person is, next week, I'm sorry, not this week. Next week is the time for you to stand up for yourself. And the Violet Duchess is saying, have no fear. Okay. Because you are protected. You are perfectly allowed to, you are perfectly capable of standing up for yourself in any situation and to anyone. Nobody is less than or better than. Nobody is entitled to make you feel these things. And it's time next week for you to stand up for yourself. And in doing that, you're going to create a ripple effect that's going to make you so much more spiritually powerful that you'll know the next time something like this, you'll see it coming and you won't allow it to get yourself so deeply involved in it. I let go. I release. I am within perfect possibility. The dark moon. Slow motion. Then Melissa Wiggins, James G. Sorry about that. I didn't see slow motion stuck in there, but he is. Yes, Ivy Gold, I totally support that. You don't even know, girl. I totally support that. I'm going to read slow motion, Melissa Wiggins, and James G. After that, I have 4 more people. I think 2 of them are not even here. And then I've got to take a quick break, come back, and we'll say goodbye. So, slow motion. Then Melissa Wiggins. Oh, no problem, Mel. It's all good. Melissa made me and sent me this beautiful Wicked sign, and it gave me this beautiful necklace. I don't know if you guys can see it. It has a crystal ball. It has the palm. It has the tarot. I just absolutely love it. Yeah, I would join that goal. And that's exactly what they're saying. You have no idea the reach that you have, the power that you have, the effect you're going to have on whatever it is you're working for. Oh, I knew what you wanted. You want number 7 in the Halloween deck. So I already said that before. All right, slow motion. Oh my gosh, guys, I cannot make this up. You got the regular skeleton. This is unbelievable. We had all skulls all night, and now we have the skeleton. Crazy. On the outside is flesh, on the inside is bone. There is strength in vulnerability, and power we have grown. Halloween is a scary festival. It is meant to frighten. We are meant to feel the release of being pleasantly scared. We trick or treat even though we know that someone may surprise us. We watch horror films knowing they will scare us. We even dress as skeletons who have no flesh at all, and their bones are there for all to see. In short, we show our vulnerability at Halloween and our strength in facing our fears too. There is incredible strength in showing vulnerability. It can often be the bravest course of action and the most frightening. More often than not, it is a powerful catalyst for personal growth, even though we may not be able to perceive that at the time. By showing our true selves and displaying some balanced vulnerability, we can seek and receive a greater understanding from others. By admitting that we are wrong or that we don't have the solution when we are expected to, we leave more room to turn things around faster. By asking for help and support rather than acting as martyrs and feeling resentful, show strength and wisdom, not weakness. Should the skeleton card bring itself to your attention, dare to show strength and vulnerability if that is what you really feel. Shame, pride, grudges, or embarrassment are hefty burdens that need not be carried throughout the darkest of nights. Guilt, shame, pride, greed, regret, those are from the devil, and we don't have time for him, okay? You may be feeling vulnerable. Your vulnerability is showing, okay? And people are going to try to manipulate and take advantage of you because that's what some people do. This is saying don't let them and still remain vulnerable. Be able to ask for help when you need it this week. You may have some issues, maybe at your job. We are going into Mercury retrograde. We are in the shadow burst phase of that, right? The energy bursts, and you could experience some literal technical difficulties. So you may need to ask for help. What this card is saying is if you don't and you just go along pretending that you know what's going on, it's going to cause greater problems for you. And I'm just using this job thing as an example. Don't be afraid to tell someone you love them. Please be sure that if someone is trying to make amends or offering forgiveness, that you accept it and actually forgive them. You don't have to actually reconcile. And I'm getting this from Spirit. You're going to be offered an amends this week. Try and take it. Be vulnerable. Be your truest you that you can possibly be. I am loved beyond measure. The waning crescent one. Melissa Wiggins. Oh, I love them too. It's just like, oh my gosh, every Halloween card I pulled, I haven't pulled anything else. Close to the bone. Love you too, Paradox. Thank you. Good night, Blue Heron. Hey, Starlight, still here. You guys are all so sweet. Look at that. You're all saying goodnight, and I just love my crew. I really do. I love the Stemma squad. It's close to the bone, doofus. Melissa Wiggins. And James G. I'd like to end this by 10:30, guys. So if you hear me, please answer. Philadelphia Collins, I'm still here. I love this place. You don't even know how amazing you guys make me feel. Seriously. 3 and Forest. All right. James, I'm going to do yours right now since you called out. And Melissa Wiggins, I'm waiting on you. After that, we have Carrie, who I do not think is here anymore. Medusa's hubby, Banshiva, Mad Mama, and M Block. And then we are done. Yes, I do, Black Dragon. Thank you. You have a good family in here. Slow motion, you're wonderfully weird. Yes, thank you. 304 here. My goodness. Well, don't worry. Your reading's coming up. I really appreciate that you're hanging out with me like that. It's only 10:04 here, and I'm just hoping that Ray remembered I said 4 times that I want Chinese food, but he'll probably come home at 12 and be like, oops, they were closed. All right, James. James's first reading. Card number 3, Fairy Forest deck. She Who Laughs, card number 30. Humor, perspective, and mirth. Oops. Sorry, She Who Laughs. I didn't mean to drop you. There is within your life now a great heaviness and earnestness, a sense of great gravity to nearly every situation unfolding. Yes, this is of great importance, and yes, there are consequences to consider. But this card has come to you because she who laughs wishes for you to receive the healing power of laughter, the power that lifts the darkness and releases energy that is stagnant, cold, and heavy from your energy fields, indeed from your limbs and cells and hearts. For you, this laughter is as necessary as surgery at this moment, as it will shake loose the cord, strapping you tightly to burdens you no longer need to carry. Let the light break through and laugh, as without laughter there can be no perspective, without laughter there can be no movement forward, and without laughter there can be a sense of deep, abiding resentment. Lift this. Let she who laughs begin to help you seek out moments, people, and situations that stir the sense of the ridiculousness within you. And let the healing and the release of laughter roll through you and lift away the pain at the center of your being. Its time is passing. It will melt away with tears of laughter that fall and cleanse and free you from the past. For now, the sun breaks through and your eyes shine once again with mirth and joy. Welcome back to the world of light, friend. It's about time. So, okay. You are going through something really painful on an emotional level, and this is all intuitive. So I'll read James what the book says, and then I'll tell you what spirit is telling me. You are going through something on a deep, emotional, personal level, and maybe you haven't laughed in a while. Maybe because of COVID, you've been in quarantine. I don't know where you're from, and you haven't been able to get out. This week, I would try to go out with friends or watch Netflix with friends. I always say Netflix. Like, I don't know. I like watching Netflix in my free time. Do something you really love to do. Go bowling if you can. Do something fun with your friends and just laugh. You need to take at least one day this week to forget about your troubles, okay? To remember that life is about more than the sum of our problems, predicaments, and, situations. Situations. Yes, I said it. Situationships, right? You need to laugh. You need to have fun. Okay. It's contagious and free. Medusa's hubby. Exactly. If you can do that this week, I think your burden is going to be lightened so much that it's going to be like unbelievable. Okay. That's your card. Laugh. Okay. My words and actions are of beauty, compassion, and love. The moon god Beami. Okay. Make sure you're not taking life too seriously. You're going to be old before your time. You're putting too much pressure on yourself. I'm getting this intuitively. I was done with the reading and then it just came out. Like, tell him this. You're alienating the people closest to you by putting too much pressure on yourself. Melissa Wiggins, if you're here, James G, perfect reading for me because I don't really laugh. You really should. Carl, I didn't see you here. Medusa's hubby, I didn't remember. Didn't write down what you said as far as decks. So let me know. Medusa's hubby. I'm waiting on you. I know you told me already, but I forgot. So let's try to get done. We're going down in an early round. Sugar, we're going down swinging. All right. And number? Finding this family here is great karma. I really hope so. I hope that Steve and I have created something special. And I feel like we did. I really do. Kalia, yes, finally made it. We're about to end. I can throw you on the end because I lost like 6 people. So we can do, but I really got to get moving. Number 8. All right. The Air Guardian, shift your perception. And I got to say immediately, bam, you may be dealing with an Aquarius. This is Aquarius energy. I know this isn't tarot, but I'm telling you, this is Aquarius energy right here. Air energy could be Libra or Gemini, but this is Aquarius energy. Just got to find her. Shift your perception. Change the way you think, and you will change your whole reality. The air guardian card represents the angels of the air element. Traditionally, air is all about thoughts, thinking, and everything that's happening in the mind. So these angels can help you to overcome any thoughts you have that have come back to haunt you from the past and to see the world more clearly. They are guiding you to change the way you think about certain situations, as this could be standing between you and greatness. When this card arises, it's an opportunity to learn about your way of thinking. You are being guided to recognize that not all you see is exactly the way you see it. Sometimes the mind can play games, and sometimes our perceptions can be wrong. If you are being challenged or feel that there's a lack of clarity and direction in your life at the moment, there's a good chance the way you're thinking or what you're focusing on has a lot to do with this reality. You are being guided to open your eyes and your mind and go beyond any limits you have set for yourself, and recognize that the way you see the world is how you will experience the world. Opportunities are moving in your direction, but they will only open up for you if you are ready to do the internal work to support them. So, okay, perhaps you... I keep getting the word being taken in, as if you were taken in by somebody or something. I've been hearing that since I started shuffling for you. You've been taken in. Maybe you've been a little bit manipulated into changing your opinions about some things, or maybe now is the time to confront someone or voice your opinion about something. The universe has an opportunity coming in for you, and I'm not getting this week, but I am getting the month of October. There's an opportunity coming in for you, but you have to kind of change the way you're looking at things or a certain situation. The situation that's bothering you the most right now, that you really just like can't get past, you can't figure out how to get through it. The air guardian is telling you have to shift your perception, try to look at it in a different way, okay? You're not going to get the answer from another person. I think you're dealing with, there's Aquarius energy around you. I don't think you are an Aquarius, but yeah, so you're going to have to learn to this month actually, to look at things differently, because once you come to a certain like eureka kind of moment, this realization, your whole world's going to change. The universe is going to open up door after door. This is a card of abundance, blessing after blessing after blessing. Oracles and beyond those cards. Yes, this deck was a gift from our friend Nikki. He left, he went to sleep. Nick, why? So Medusa's hubby, what I would do is, if you are into meditation, I would definitely suggest some meditation, and meditate on what the problem is, right? What you're having issues with. And see if you can get some advice and find an answer as to why you just can't seem to get past this one burden or one problem. Guys, it's getting a little, I'm getting a little foggy headed. I have a few more. I don't mind doing them. I'm not saying, but if I'm a little off vibrationally, that's why. I choose to nourish myself and enrich my life. Waxing Crescent 5. So Medusa's hubby, nourishing, enriching your life, learning new things, being open to learn new things. Melissa Wiggins, are you back yet? Then we have Bathsheba, M Block, Mad Mama, and Kalia, and we are done. Bam Bam, what's up? No, I'm good. I feel bad because I feel like I'm being repetitive and like stuttering. No, I'm totally good. For the next 5 or 1, 2, 3. I'm totally good for them. I promise. I'm just saying, a match made with bacon. Did I tell you guys about the bacon broccoli I made the other day? I took frozen broccoli, the steam in the bag kind, the easy stuff. I sauteed it with garlic, little chunks of red onion, and bacon, that I had already cooked. Guys, it was so good. I did it with Brussels sprouts too. Yeah, I added a few more people, but it's all right. We're ending here. Bathsheba, what's your ooh, bacon chocolate chip cookies. Ivy Golds, I'm good. I just want everyone to pay attention for when I'm calling your name. No, I don't think anything is not better without bacon. I think you're absolutely right. There's nothing that can't be improved by bacon. Like, if I was eating bacon right now, this whole stream would be so much better. I'm hungry too. All I had this morning was some granola and yogurt. Guaranteed I don't get my Chinese food. All right, I'm going to just assume Bathsheba had to step away. So we'll go with Mad Mama. Oh, there you are. Choose deck and number. I'm channeling. Okay. Well, I've got it in my hand. We're going to do the angels and ancestors, and I will do card number 12 for you. These lower numbers keep popping in tonight. 12, 13, 14, like that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I also don't like to turn people away. You know, I don't like to be mean, and I know this is exciting. Bathsheba, you got the Elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns. Move beyond the limitations that have been set for you by family members past and present. Know that the energy of your spirit is more powerful than genetics and behavioral patterns. The Aboriginal people are the oldest tribal people still living on this planet. Their hunter-gatherer culture and ancient spirituality are rooted in tradition and balance with the earth. So, the Aboriginal ancestors are offering you not only wisdom that will help you heal and adapt to the ever-changing planet, but also an understanding of what a spiritual life should be. The Elder is the ancestor who comes with a message of healing change. He is embodied soul, yet he has had journeys that go beyond the physical. Therefore, he represents a reclamation of power. When he appears, and it's an acknowledgement that you have the capacity to move beyond the limitations that have been placed upon you. If you have had expectations of success, failure, sadness, or even sickness placed upon you by your family, it's important to know that you are here to create your own story. This card represents personal healing that will bring healing to your family lineage, past, present, and future. Know that you get to decide what you take on, and also know that your ancestors are rooting for you and are sorry for any setbacks they have created for you. Okay, so I pulled a totally different card the other day for someone, but I'm getting the same message from Spirit. This is the time to break the cycle. There's a cycle going on in your life, okay, that's something you really can't control. It's like you inherited it. I'm not saying it's any kind of sickness or anything, but it may just be like you know, money struggles, or like in my life it was always being psychic and seeing and, you know, hearing spirit but never being able to talk about it, so being terrified, you know, something like that. There's a cycle that it is on you to have to change now in this lifetime, and in order for you to move up spiritually, vibrationally with your soul to the next level, once you pass and you know, come to reincarnate, to get to be that higher being, that higher vibrational energy, you have to cut this line. You have to be the one to make the difference and change whatever this pattern is that has been going on since the beginning of time. Since your first ever ancestor, there's been something that's just been passed down, and it's not anything good. All right. So I hope that that resonates with you, because that is a very powerful message. I actually lost my breath while I was reading it, and it's not because I'm tired, it's because Spirit did it. I feel like I had the wind knocked out of me. Like, that was a really important message. I know my shadow side, and I work to willingly transform aspects of it. This is my favorite card because it's my favorite goddess, the moon goddess Hecate. Oh, they have a Hecate necklace on Amazon I want so bad, but it's like $50. I'm going to get it for me. Good night to anyone who just left. Slow motion. No, Melissa, I kept calling you, but you didn't answer. So let me do Mad Mama. And oh no, let me do you first because you keep freezing. So pick a deck and a card. Very cool. Thanks, Bathsheba, for that validation. Melissa, if you can hear me. So true. So true. You're very welcome. Thank you. All right, Mad Mama, you in here? We're just going to do that so that we can move forward. I could always give Melissa a reading if she doesn't get one tonight. She knows that. Just choose your deck and number, please, Miss Mad Mama. Choose choose the deck in number 10. Okay. Let's do Forest Fairy. I was putting Shapeshifter away. I was like, maybe, but it's like, nah, I'm just not feeling that energy for you. The Life Bringer, card number 35, establishment, growth, and fulfillment. About you now, ideas and projects are gestating. Constellations of ideas are birthing. Your creativity is flowing from within, and ideas are developing in an easy, organic flow. For a time, you will be rich in health and love and in physical beauty. While there is much that is new about you, what has already been developed within your world can now be brought to greater fulfillment. So children may begin to mature and grow older, and your ambitions and your dreams may need support to move from their beginnings to become truly established and make their presence strong and unshakable. Your accomplishments will now be acknowledged, respect will be given as it is overdue, and your contributions and your work will now receive the value and recognition they deserve. This could also mean you are able to ask for more money in exchange for your services and seek investment to develop your business. Your influence, power, and reputation are all growing in healthy, inspiring ways. You feel good in yourself. A loving relationship with your body now develops, and you accept and receive loving support from others. No more will you receive disrespect. Unkind words about yourself or your ventures will no longer be tolerated. You are growing in stature. Finally, the world sees you for who you are, a successful being who has followed their dreams. Absolutely. So what this is saying, Mad Mama, is that this week especially, you are really stepping into your power. You know who you are. You're not taking no crap from nobody. And you are going to actually start, if you haven't already, okay? Somebody let Melissa know if she can't hear me that I'm going to read her next. That way it's at the end. If you haven't already, you have this plan formulated to make whatever your dream is come true. And this is saying, as long as you're not afraid to reach out for help, as long as you don't allow arrogance in, you are going to achieve so much success. This week, this month especially, is a great time for you as far as love, being respected, being noticed. If you wanted to say start a YouTube channel, I would do it this week. This week is going to be great for being noticed, for people really paying attention to you, people really giving you the respect that you so deserve and that you want. Okay, take a chance this week, make a choice this week, and make sure it's the right one for you. Whatever you feel in your gut, your heart, your intuition, not up here, in your gut. Beauty raises my vibration. I seek it out for healing and joy. The waning gibbous 4. Kalia, are you still in here? And then I'm going to read Melissa Wiggins. Okay, deck and number, please, Miss Kalia. Okay, Melissa, I got you, girl. Sorry, guys, I'm just putting some of these away. Forest Fairy, of course you can, sure. It's one of my favorites as well. And this deck, I'm pretty familiar with it. It calls to me. Any number, 13. It immediately popped into my head. I'm going to have to play like Lotto or something with this 12, 13, 14, 15. I never choose those numbers. Maybe 12, but it's not me choosing them, actually. It's probably why. It's hard to remember sometimes that it's not me doing this. You know, I'm not giving you guys these messages. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Salu, card number 27, and that is vitality, health, and energy. You radiate strength, energy, exuberance, and life force, the kind that emanates from within, giving you an energetic force field that others respond to, but within which you dwell radiant and well. With every day, every heartbeat, every conscious moment, including all the wise decisions you have made on behalf of your well-being, you are beginning to develop lasting strength, and your energy is potent, a force, and a presence. This card can also signify that it is time for you to truly take your well-being seriously, to connect deeply and respectfully with the body, to reshape it, reclaim it from all the cultural biases and all the voyeuristic judgments we are all subject to. It is time to develop support networks where your mind is valued and healthy relationships are nurtured, developed, and sustained. You must also do the work, though. Sweat and discover just what you are capable of, and be sure also to change your nutrients. Enhance the food you are eating. Be sure to eat well and acknowledge any unhealthy eating patterns you may have developed to self-nurture and comfort. All of this dedication and self-love will pay off in marvelous ways. You will radiate so much good, shining well-being that you will draw to you like-minded people who support this journey and attract more vitality, good fortune, and love. So this isn't just about, changing your diet. Again, this is about really focusing on self and not in a good night, Ivy Gold. Thank you, Mad Mama. It's focusing on self and not in a selfish way. I keep saying this, but this is more focusing on, I'm getting from spirit that you need to focus more on spirit. So your spirituality, right? Focus on connecting with your guides. They're calling to you at this time. They want to help you achieve whatever goals you may have. I'm getting watch what you eat only because of illness, like being physically ill. You might eat something bad. I don't know. That's a strange message, but it's coming in. So definitely watch that this week. If you're eating at like a new restaurant or ordering from a new restaurant or cooking a new food, make sure it's fully cooked. Sometimes weird things like that come in, sorry. But yeah, spirit wants you to focus on healing your spiritual self. I always say in my personal readings, I explain to you guys that when we go through traumas, hurts, habits, hangups, addictions, emotional, physical, whatever abuse, we lose pieces of our soul. And it's very hard to get them back, but meditations, focusing, shadow work, all of that kind of stuff gets our soul pieces back. So I would do some shadow work. That's actually what I'm getting. I don't know if I read your moon card yet because I'm like all over the place. I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. Waxing give us 6. So being open and responsive to the being open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. This is another important message. I can tell because I can't breathe. I can't get the words out, and it hits me like it's hard to explain. It's like light just bam, like that right here. And I can't breathe when they do that. And I ask them not to show me things that way, but they do. So focus on meditation. I would look up shadow work, and healing your inner self so that it can shine out. Your light can shine again. Melissa Wiggins, Miss Melissa Wiggins. I am going to read for you from the Shadows and Light deck, and then I am closing this out. You guys are all so very welcome. I'm just hungry, to be honest. You guys know me. I love me some food. I'm losing my voice like I did last week, but you know what? It's so worth it, guys. I love doing this, and I love that you guys stay with me. You don't just come in for your card. Kalia, I'm going to send you some healing energy, okay? Definitely sending you some healing energy tonight when I activate my Reiki and when I start my meditations. I always send good vibes to you guys in the chat, but I don't usually use specific names. Melissa Wiggins, Oracle of Shadow and Light, and I'm going to go with number 1, the first card on the top. Fairy of the Green World, the natural world needs you. The last card in the deck and the first one on top. Isn't that crazy? Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's not the last one. Fairy of the Green World, the natural world needs you. This little green fairy signifies and embodies the life force of the green world. She is seen tending to plants that are drooping, too moist, or too dry. She is like a nurse or healer assigned to the plant realm, great forests, and small personal gardens alike. She is joyful every time someone gives energy to this realm. Every little bit helps nurture the plants, which are very tired. Fewer and fewer plants and trees and forests are expected to provide more and more life-giving oxygen for animals, elements, and us humans. Sometimes she becomes overwhelmed with all we humans have done to the green world, so she may be about to ask you for your help. When you give her your help, blessings are returned to you threefold. The green world is changing, and I am asking for your help. The world needs you to tend the green things in it some way right now, and it is your time to make a contribution. Time to plant a garden, assist others with theirs, or share some food, flowers, or herbs from your own. Develop your connection to solar energy. Find your own water source and depend less on supermarkets, ATMs, and electricity. Learn to live with her, the soul of the green world. By providing the world with this beautiful example, you are nourishing and nurturing our mother, the earth, who feels so tired some days. Find a forest or a grove of trees or a fairy ring of mushrooms, somewhere that speaks to your soul, and sit with her for a while. When she breathes her messages through the leaves and whispers the words of wisdom into your ears, you will know the right place and time to devote to the sacred donation of time and energy. I thank you in advance. The fairies will be sure to help you in return. Take time to grow plants or tend a vegetable patch or an herb garden. Look into contributing some money or time or devotion to a cause for the green world. The natural forests and the wide green spaces of the planet need your healing, kind, and tending hands and heart now. Your influence will have great power. Make a donation to a wildlife foundation for the green world. This is a bizarre card. I'm getting weird intuition stuff. Look into establishing a grove or visiting a forest, and offer your energetic support and prayers for a world where green spaces thrive and where the wild creatures of the green woods continue to live in their own environment. See and visualize a world where green things grow, and the fairy of the green world will know that nature is safe while there are such ones as you in this world. Melissa, I definitely understand where this book is coming from, but I am getting something so different from spirit. Yes, if you want to start gardening. Yes, if you're interested in botany. Yes, if you want to plant a tree. That is all wonderful, and it's always good and well for your soul when you do something like that for Mother Nature. But what I'm getting here is a disconnect. You need to, sorry guys, I just realized I did that. You need a disconnect. You need to disconnect from the modern world, like the person before that got the card about disconnecting from, the internet for the week or technology. You need a disconnect to focus on something. I know you're into art. You need to focus on something. You need to focus on making better choices in your life. Because the Green Witch is telling you to make better choices with plants, make better choices how you eat. I would go find a fairy ring. Don't really step into it though. Like, this card is crazy. I don't know why it said that. Or go sit, in the woods somewhere, the closest you can get to the woods from where you live. Talk to a plant. This is going to sound crazy. I swear I'm getting it intuitively, guys. Speak to a tree. Put your hand on the tree and just whisper to it. Wait a few minutes. That's like a meditation process all its own. And an answer will come to you of a problem you've been having, a question that you desperately need answered. Melissa Wiggins, your moon card. I am connected to the earth and all life around me. The moon goddess Artemis. Can't make this stuff up, guys. All right, guys, I love you so much. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me and for sticking with me, and not only sticking around for your card. If you do that, that's fine. It's not a big deal. But I think it's so cool that you guys just hang out with me throughout the whole thing and talk in the chat and all that kind of stuff. So I love you guys very much. Be kind to one another. Be kind to yourselves, right? It doesn't cost anything to be a good person. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, please do so. If you have encounters with the supernatural and or paranormal, please send them to gemmajadeParanormal@gmail.com or any other correspondence. In the description box of my most recent 2 or 3 videos, you will find the link for the not only my PayPal, Patreon, and Amazon link, but the GoFundMe April put out for Caleb's and Keeslin's billboard. So if you guys want to check that out, there's also other live streams in there, all that kind of good and fun stuff. Guys, thank you so much for getting me where I am. I mean, I can't believe the amount of subscribers I've gained just this week alone. I love you all so much, and I'm so glad to have you as part of my family. I wonder if Steve is around so we can actually end. We will see. Steve, are you there? Hold on. Let me see if I can connect with him over here. All right. We could see if that will work. Oops, I paused myself. How does that even happen? Guys, thank you so much. Hey, Football Cat, sorry that you missed it, but please stop in anytime and email me anytime. And you are definitely on the right path. You got that broken arrow card twice, and that's really something. I've never seen a card get pulled for the same person, not in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Maybe, and if I pulled a few cards, a couple months or something like that, but not in 2 weeks. That was very fortuitous, and I really, really believe that your soul has definitely leveled up for sure. We're just waiting on Steve right now. I really hope he got my message. I have no idea how to end this, so I'm just going to put my decks away and keep talking to you guys as I thank all of my decks and figure out where I put my fairy deck. Did I put it in here with this one? No, I did not. All right, well, that's cool. Steve Stockton! Yay! Come on, bud. You guys are all so very welcome. Again, thank you. I wouldn't be here without you guys. Definitely not. Definitely not without you guys. There's not even a possibility that I would be where I am today in my life without you guys. So I'm glad I can give back and give you guys something you enjoy every week. Where did I put that deck? Like, I literally just had it in my hands. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. Hold on, I'm going to try to get Steve again. Oh, Steve has a food delivery, guys. So he'll be right with us. Guys, have a great, safe night. Pay attention to your dreams, okay? I've recently started a dream journal. It's just that time, where I don't know I think the moon is still in Pisces. And it's a very dreamy kind of intuitive time for Pisces in general and other water signs, but for everybody. Pay attention to your intuition. The battle of heart and mind is now also going to have the battle of gut, okay? And that is your intuition. Always go with your first intuition, okay? Don't, when you second guess yourself, you almost always end up making the wrong decisions, the wrong choices. All right. And don't let anyone else make you second guess yourself. Okay. We are done with the manipulations of our past. Okay. We are done with allowing people to use us because we're kind. We are done with being bullied because we're different. Spirit says so. There is a change in the energy. The veil is thinning. The veil is lifting. Okay. And it's our time now. The silent minority over here, us psychics and outcasts and witches and warlocks and weirdos and the island of misfit toys. It's our time. And something's going to happen where we are going to be the ones with the sacred knowledge, the kindness. I always say if everyone's eyes could see souls, the world would be a much better and more beautiful place if we could see souls instead of outward physical beauty, Melissa, I love you too. I did get your text this morning, but RJ had my phone and he deleted it. And then I forgot to text you back because I've been dealing with his face poison ivy. So don't think I didn't get it and purposely ignored you, but he grabbed my phone so quick because I wouldn't give him the Kindle. So he's like, okay, I'll use your phone, like as if he has permission to do that. Black Dragon, thank you so much. I really definitely appreciate that. It means more to me than you know, believe me. I always tell you guys, you never know what someone is going through. And a lot of the time, I mean me, you know. I don't know. I'm just reading a comment left on one of my videos. I can only imagine what it is this time I did. Hiding my real experiences. I am right on that, Be Kind, because I was too until I met you guys. Please don't do that. Don't ever do that. You are divinely protected. We were given gifts for a reason. Even if they don't feel like gifts, I promise you they are. They serve a good purpose. It's how we use our gifts. Come on, Steve. I got to make sure my food's coming. I have this huge, big deal script to write tonight, too, and he knows I only have a certain amount of time. All right, that's his decks. The only deck we didn't use tonight was the Faerytale Oracle. Guys, I'm stepping out of the chat. I want to make sure that my food is coming. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you on Friday nights, Sunday nights, or back here next week. Mwah. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks so much for everything. Just hang out for like 2-3 minutes. I might even be back before he ends the stream. I just want to call in and make sure my food's coming.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining Gemma tonight. I was working in the background, had some stuff on a rush job I had to get out for missing persons and mysteries. Had a parent of a missing child contact us about covering the case. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I ran up the driveway. Bam Bam, how you doing? Paradox Fossils. But yeah, I had a mother reach out to us. Her daughter's missing. She's not a child, but she's her child. She's an adult. But I got first priority, and gonna get the video up shortly. I don't know if it'll be tonight, tomorrow, sometime soon. And then Bill and I are going to interview the mom next week. So looking forward to it. I don't have my camera set up where I'd come on and say hi. But Divine Diamond, hey there, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. I'll be back at midnight on 13 past midnight for Ghost Stories at midnight. Can I get enough midnights in there? That specific time. And that's all I've got going on right now. Off tomorrow. As far as any live streams, I will be live tomorrow night at midnight. And then, of course, join us Friday for Campfire Stories on Missing Persons and Mysteries. Got some new guests coming in and some old favorites, too. Laura Stevens is going to be there, Dylan, and possibly Sabrina from Creepy Unsolved. Ivy Gold is going to join us. I'm looking forward to that. Ivy Gold is awesome. And a couple more. I can't remember the name of the other one right now. Sorry, I'm out of breath, out of shape. But probably a good thing to run up the driveway. Through the Veil Paranormal, Nicole from over there is going to join us Friday night too. So, excuse me. Looking forward to it. And Mulder and I are going to have some tacos. Hey, psychosis. We had Thai food last night. Wanted something a little different tonight. And I've got steak, but I didn't want to cook as much as I've done this afternoon. I'm kind of tired. Ready to eat, relax, watch some TV until midnight. Or not TV. I don't own a TV. I'm going to watch some YouTube. But yeah, join us Friday. All kinds of good things over there. So once again, on behalf of Gemma and myself, thanks everybody for being here. I heard some good ratings go out tonight. I listened in when I could. And Edna, you are on the right path, dear. I hope you know that. But thanks again, everybody. And I'm sure Gemma thanks you too. I think she was waiting on Chinese food. And of course, I figured my food would show up at about the same time she wanted to quit. So I was standing out. I didn't want to open the gate and have to have them come up the driveway, because then I have to go back down there and shut the gate to let the dogs out. So I saved myself a trip and met the person at the gate. So saved everybody a trip. But thanks again. And love each and every one of you. I'll see you a little further on down the trail. I'm Steve Stockton. I'll talk to you next time. Good night, everybody.